countdown. There was no countdown.
I should probably put clothes on.
You should probably not be nude. This is not Chatterbait.
John.
Yet.
Soon enough.
Bad boy.
That's where it's going. All right. Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Do the pageant wave.
We really need to do the introduction video so I can just put it at on a front roller. Anyway, this is Rise of the Runelords, Arc 2, Session 3.
3.
Yep, been lots of murders afoot, lots of investigating murders. Some of the murders were committed by the party, in which case I mean just Walner. A murder of a crazy man. And Walner has nothing to defend himself. He's just murdered the crazy man, whatever.
That poor Grace.
Poor Grace.
That was just fun.
I felt threatened. Okay, quick summary of what happened. The party investigated the sanatorium, where they met a man who didn't want to let them in. Seemed to have been hiding something based on Lurley's observations. But they were able to talk their way into the back room to be able to talk to Grace, the only survivor of the mysterious killer that's running around killing a whole bunch of people that's imitating Chopper, which was a previous serial killer that haunted the area. Now, what?
The new one's name is Stinkyfoot Chopper.
Yeah, Stinkyfoot.
Yes.
Stinkfeet. Stinkfeet is out and about murdering people. He was the only survivor.
Stinkfoot.
He was intentionally allowed to survive. To send a message to Arcrag telling him that he should come to the Misgivings because there is a whole special surprise waiting for Arcrag. His buddies are out there hanging out. They're sharpening knives and forks. They're ready to go. They're DTF.
Your computer on fire?
Yes.
No.
They are DTF at the Misgivings. Anyway, shortly the dude fell over. Pretended to be dead, and then attacked the party. Walner ran in, cut him in half, and then the party was forced to leave by an irate doctor who just had one of his patients murdered. Yeah, he was extreme. He seemed very thrilled to have an excuse to kick them out, though, as Lurley was able to notice. But then she did not press it further, and the party went back to town. The party went to go talk to Father Xanatar, and then Lurley went to go pay her respects to the former party member Vi's grave. Then the rest of the party talked to Father, then went to the grave with Foxglove, who was at the church, just at the church, and they went to the grave, and they opened it up after Arcrag, I believe, noticed that something was just a little bit off, and the body of Vi was missing. Dun, dun, dun. And that is
with my girl.
That is literally where we left off. It was a crypt hanger.
Yep. Arcrag's like down on his hands and knees, and he's like sniffing around trying to catch a scent.
You can give me that survival roll, baby girl.
They them.
No, baby girl.
Baby girl. I like it. Alright, with a +4, so 18.
18?
Did I roll that? Yep. Okay.
You detect no stank at all.
Do I detect anything?
There was some animals that came by not too long ago. Squirrel maybe?
This grass smells rather nice. I don't know who did this. There's no way I can find it.
Well,
does Lurley have any reaction to seeing their friend's crypt empty?
She already had stated that she was furious, and she had immediately looked at Foxglove. That's when she discovered that he was sincere. He seemed honestly surprised as well. In which case, we must discover who has done this. This cannot go unanswered.
I agree with Lurley. 100%. Believe. Okay.
Why this has been done is also another great question that needs to be answered.
How empty is the grave? Like,
As in, there's a pillow that they would have put her head on, and then there's literally nothing else.
That's empty.
Walner, there is an empty crypt in front of you. You have no idea who this person was. Actually, you do. You met this person. You met this person. You saw her dead. I forgot. For some reason, I thought you came after the fact. Yeah.
Scared little girls.
He carried her back.
Yeah, that's true. I forgot.
I forgot her name. The scared little girls go.
Vi?
Yeah, that's
Sometimes they come back.
Yeah, she shouldn't. How this is there was like a stone slab on top of this, right?
It was very heavy. It took Walner some effort to move it.
So wait
She's
a
not-
moment.
She's not getting out of there herself.
It's closed. Well, mostly closed. But yet not enough so that she could have come out of this crack unless she was some mist or vapor, which granted, I mean, there are things like shadow step and so forth. However, Vi didn't quite have that type of powers. The priest. He said he would administer last rites, prepare her for the grave. And now this has happened. So either one, he missed something. Two, maybe he's had something to do with it. Or three, there's someone here that is using these bodies in a foul manner and have taken Vi. You
Maybe
said the why matters, and I agree, but for me, it's who, because they shall pay for these deeds.
Yes, but maybe Father Xantus did exactly what he was supposed to do, and somebody came and took the body of Vi.
And then
Walnut
tried to
can move
cover it up.
No, you see
Gotta be a
Foxglove.
big boy or multiple people.
Yeah. Foxglove is looking around. Is like, should we get the sheriff to look at the other crypts?
Uh,
Good idea.
pretty
Not a
good
bad
idea.
Looking because there's a lot of potential bodies here. He's like, look.
You suggest that we just start ripping the grave.
Oh no, I'm saying we get the sheriff and we get Father Xantus down here to do it in a respectful way. Checking to make sure they're in there. I don't think many people are going to object to that.
You are going by yourself. We've already determined that you could be on the top of the hit list right now.
All right, I can go get the sheriff.
Did you just hear what I said?
No,
I said you are on the top of the hit list. right here,
I heard
right
that.
now. You are not going by yourself.
All right, you want to come with me then? Let's
Yes,
go.
I'll come with you.
All right. Foxglove turns the walk off. Let's hurry up, hurry up and get this, and then we can start investigating who's doing it.
Yep. I'll follow in behind him. What's Learlay doing?
Don't. She turned her camera off for a reason, I think. So.
And Mike.
Yeah, I assume she was doing something.
Hmm?
Oh, Lurley got real close.
Hello.
Yeah, no, my Discord completely closed out.
Oh, nice.
I apologize.
Oh, you're fine.
It just like went poof. So is that okay?
Yep.
Yeah, good. Okay.
You're like a PowerPoint, but I'm sure that'll fix.
Where I left off was her saying that, you know, somebody would pay. Arcrag said, what if the priest did like he was going to and somebody else came along? And that's
Foxglove suggested that that you guys go get the sheriff and Father Xantus to go look and make sure all the other crypts aren't empty.
I agree. That sounds like a step in the right direction.
And then him
Are
and
you
Arcrag, yeah, Foxglove and Arcrag are walking off to go get the sheriff and stuff. Belier, big guy, are you coming?
Oh yeah. Tagging along.
Go look at other graves.
Please don't open the graves.
I'm not gonna.
Is he going to
We'll
open
be
the
back.
graves? He turns to Arcrag. Is he going to open the graves? Is he going to do that?
Well, there. I'll stay with you.
And then I kind of look to Arcrag and then we go,
I'll keep an eye.
and I'm gonna hang with him.
All right. So as you guys are walking off, once you get a good distance away, Foxglove turns to you, Arcrag, and I guess Balira. He's walking on the end. He turns and is like, she doesn't seem to like me very much.
No. I don't think she likes a lot of people here lately. But
Yeah, there's a little story behind that, but I'm not going to expunge any information here. Let's just find the sheriff and be done with it.
All right. Yep. You walk back to the sheriff's office again. I think this is one of the most visited places you guys have been. And the sheriff is there. He is actually finishing up. Looks like he's coming out for the day. He's like, "What's going on? You look not happy."
Vi's grave has been, what's the word, Belair?
Exhumed?
Yes. Without permission, apparently. Her body's missing.
Someone stole her body.
I stole the body, the whole thing.
Yeah, you might want to be checking the entire graveyard to make sure that there aren't more missing bodies.
All right. He turns to one of his deputies. Go get Xantus and a couple of the acolytes. We're gonna go get some graves. I was hoping to actually make it home, but that's kind of messed up. Yeah, we need to go make sure all the other bodies are there. He brings a couple deputies with him. It's like, all right, let's go. Do you want to come with us? We can open them up.
Yeah. Question though. Where's the mayor been since we've been in town? I haven't seen her except for in the Swallowtail Festival. What does she think about all the shit that's going on in town right now?
She ain't doing. She has not done so well since the attack. Everything's kind of getting to her. If you want to talk to her, I can arrange a meeting.
Probably.
She's kind of just locked herself away. She still comes out for a couple of. Yeah, I can arrange a meeting for you.
How well endowed is she in the monetary field of things?
She used to be better off than she is now. She kind of sank a lot of money into the town, actually. But I mean, I'm gonna be. I don't really look through her financials, so I'm not 100% sure. I do know that she's not doing very well. With all the troubles lately, most people aren't doing very well.
Still worth looking into.
It is.
Right.
I will give you that. She has been locked away for quite some time. Maybe she comes out. Obviously, she goes to town hall meetings and things like that. She walks the streets every now and then, talking to people. But for the most part, she kind of keeps to herself.
What's her name? I don't think I've ever called her.
I don't think if you guys have ever actually met her, because Father Xantus is the one that gave the speech in the beginning.
Oh, I thought it was her.
No, the mayor was there and introduced Father Xantus, if I remember correctly.
That might have been it. What was her name, though?
I am double checking because I am having a brain fart and I do not have that. That's one of the few people I did not write down. Deverin. Mayor Deverin. Miss Deverin.
Oh, I hate pins.
What was that?
I
He
hate
hates
pins.
pins.
Oh.
Well, let's be back on our way to the church graveyard then.
Okay, yeah. You guys meet back up. Are Walner and Lele doing anything at the graveyard while this is happening?
I'm looking at the grave. See if any of slightly.
Give me perception and perception checks, I guess. Yeah, there's no investigation in this one. It's just perception. And if you're gonna take time, you can look at just one grave and take a 20. You can just assume you've rolled a 20, but
How
it
many
takes.
graves are there?
It's a pretty big graveyard. It's a small to medium-ish sized town, so that many, a lot. Some of the bigger families will put their people. They have like the big mausoleums and stuff, but as far as the big crypts, actually, there's probably like 30 or 40 across the entirety of the graveyard.
I go to the closest bigger.
Take a 20. With a 20, you see nothing. There is nothing that stands out to you at all. One of the names might have had a typo, actually. But then again, you're not really sure. The name just doesn't quite look right. Could have been an old one, and they just spell it a little differently. But that's the only thing that kind of stands out.
Okay. Lule would be looking around, starting with whatever graves are closest there around Vise. Pretty much looking for anything, be it tracks, other graves disturbed, anything that looks out of place,
Right.
I guess you'd say.
If you're not giving me, if you're not taking 20, then just give me
A general perception?
yeah, because you're doing multiple different
Okay.
things in multiple places. So.
Yeah.
You don't find any tracks. It's obviously a pretty decent amount of time since whatever or whoever did this has been here. Arcrack couldn't get a smell. You don't see any tracks at all.
Okay.
Nothing seems out of place. Like that seems to be the only thing that was just off. Was that it was just slightly. They just fucked up a little bit, and it was a little bit off.
Okay.
I'm gonna search for clues around the grave.
As you're going, you've taken so much time looking at this one big thing that as you're going to search around her grave, the Arcrag and Belir, Foxglove, the sheriff, Father Xantus, and several deputies are coming back. Just a whole posse coming in. The sheriff looks into the grave. He's like, "Yep, all right. Xantus, which one's the most recent?" And Xantus points out a couple of them, and they go over. It's like, "Walner, get over here and help me with this."
Alright.
They help. They push it. Walner doing most of the work. Jeez, Walner just walks over, slides it over himself, just lifts it up like. The body is still in there.
Grave diggers watching him like, you need a job? You know?
Yep. The body is still in that one. And they go to the next most recent line. These are the people that died in the goblin attacks. The ones that are in mausoleums. Like there were multiple people that did, but these are the 2 or 3 that get their own little crypt thing. They open up the next one. Body's still there. You lift it over again. And then the third and final one. You have a little trouble with that one, someone has to step in. You're starting to get a little winded, you know.
Yeah,
I
take a
step
little
over
break.
and put a hand up under the lid and go to help pushing them up.
All right, you've reached your max reps right now, so you gotta take a breather. you get lifted up, and the body is still there.
Hmm.
And they go, these are the
Unless
most.
we're missing something. It's only Vi. Something's not right here.
Sounds like dark magic to me. That's Father Xantus, by the way.
She died from dark magic.
I used my magic. I prayed over her. There was nothing in her blood, and she did not get back up at any point. There was nothing in her.
It's not that we necessarily want to put darkness or shed doubt on you, sir, but do you have any witnesses that you did these things and that everything was kosher?
My
there wasn't something forgotten?
My acolytes, but if you're going to question me, I don't see why you wouldn't also question the acolytes that helped me.
Point taken.
What about the acolyte that quit not too long ago?
I've forgotten his name out of character. That guy was a non-name NPC before you guys
Are
started
you
talking
talking
to
about
him.
the one mopping the stairs?
Yes, he was a no-name. He was just random acolyte number 4, and then and then Vi ruined his life. Yeah. Actually, she didn't ruin his life. She converted him to Desna. He still could have worked there, working for Desna.
Yeah.
Name him Bill.
Oh, the Arcrag was trying to convert him to worship Magix.
I wasn't trying to.
You were.
I'm so proud
A
of
little
her
bit.
for converting.
I don't remember what his name was, but he did leave the church a couple of days after that.
I was gonna say his name was Gilgamesh.
No, his name was not Gilgamesh. It was something.
Gilgamesh.
It was something really boring. I think it was like I think it was like Gary or something. It was a very boring name.
Brian. His name was Brian.
His name was Brian. He left a couple of days after that incident, where with the
That's funny.
when I dumped the when he used his magic to do his chores, and I scolded him, and he decided that he didn't want to do it anymore and left.
Fair enough.
Haven't seen him since.
I just rubbing his head like thinking.
Can I run? What would I roll for this? When he makes the statement about his acolytes and Lirley said point taken, I'm wanting to do like I guess an insight or
Sense
something
motive.
along those lines. Sense motive.
So
Okay.
that's motive.
Hopping back and forth between all the systems keeps killing me.
Just two systems.
16. Yay.
He seems to be telling the truth. Like he's not lying to your
He
face.
doesn't seem to be sarcastic.
No, he's not
Like,
sarcastic. He's like, I don't see why you would believe them. I mean, they work for me. So.
Okay. Well, but no, my thing is like how like the evil enemy will be like you know, like he'll say the obvious, you know, what's actually happening to try and throw you off. Like,
Yeah.
because why would he ever say that he was, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That thing.
He didn't seem to be lying to you. He's saying he did the rights as far as you can tell.
Arcrag is
Okay.
going to cast detect magic and scan the entirety of the area.
Okay. When aside from the magic that you already know about, which I think everyone in the group has at least some magic. Foxglove has got his magic that you already know about, his dagger, the necklace. Hemlock has a ring on that's magical, and Father Xantus has a couple of things in his bag. Conjuration. Just based, you know, knowing him, knowing what he's got, probably potions of healing. But nothing else stands out.
I'm hitting a block. There's no scent. There's no trace of magic around here that could have been used to exhume the body or help
How-
him escape.
How long does the scent normally last? Foxglove turns to look at you.
No, it depends on the amount of days time that's passed.
It hasn't rained in
Rain.
5 or 6 days. So I mean, if it was like recent, like within a day or so, you still ought to be able to pick up something, right?
It's possible, but right here I don't sense anything. I start walking about it. Get down on my hands and knees and start kind of crawling around the area, doing like a circle around.
Foxglove backs away and looks at you like, what the hell?
He's doing
Bugbears.
this little basset hound circle.
Occasionally I'll pick up a piece of grass and be like,
Give me another survival
rabbit
roll.
dung.
Oh my god.
Rabbit dung tastes terrible. Ugh.
1. You actually get some rabbit dung in there.
Raisins.
Wow.
I'll pull out a piece of granola. Get that taste out of my mouth.
Foxglove looks at you and is like, a bugbear eating granola. That's an odd one. I don't know. Just doesn't seem to sit right. It's a little odd.
I've always thought so as well.
He reaches into the bag. Jerky?
No,
Ooh,
you have
jerky.
jerky. What kind?
Deer jerky.
Too cute to eat.
Oh, I've got, oh, I guess that is all I got is cute animals. Sorry.
Hog. You got any hog?
I don't have any hog. I don't have any hog. I hunt deer.
Fish.
I'm not a walking kitchen. I just have my snacks on me. I have some berries and
Besides,
things.
The jerky
Berries
would
will-
interfere with his tracking anyhow.
Might help
Any
clear
luck?
the palate.
He hands you a couple of blueberries and some. It's just some other weird little berry, you know. Raspberry? It's good. He hands a jerky
I we're
to
just
everybody.
casually eating in a graveyard.
It helps. It's brain food. Helps you focus.
Okay.
Sheriff's looking. Everyone else is like looking around, investigating. They're not finding anything. He holds some jerky out to Walner and Billy here.
I want some jerky.
I'll take some jerky.
Deer jerky.
He hands you some deer jerky, and it's pretty good jerky too. I made it myself.
As we're sitting there eating our jerky,
We're not. Yeah, you're not
Okay.
sitting there. Like he's
Well,
walking around looking at the
standing
grave,
there.
just like.
standing there, whatever. As we're munching our jerky,
Sir Foxglove, you're looking mighty intently there at the grave. Did
Yeah.
you see anything? I couldn't seem to find anything.
I can't. There's nothing standing out here. I mean, there's no tracks. There's no like anything left. No residues. Our crack says there's no scent. I don't know what to do
Yeah.
here. I don't think there's anything left to find.
I know you. I'm not from around here. You know this, and you're from not very far. You know the culture and the things that happen in these places. Is there anything that comes to mind with you? Have there been other bodies gone disappearing that you've heard about? Anything?
Other than the previous father, and he kind of the previous father that went missing after the after the Sandpoint attack. One of those.
right?
That's the only one I heard about. I heard you guys found the body.
Indeed, we did.
What were they doing with that body? And what they were doing with that body was it was being used in a ritual. The body was pretty much
Yeah, it was
complete.
a-
It was desecrated, and
Desecrated.
Nualia used it to as like an offering to Lamashtu, basically.
Right.
Giving.
It was this Thessalonian stuff again. It keeps coming back, but I don't know if there's something more. I know it.
And she kind of looks at him and then looks away quickly.
Well, I don't know anything about Thessalonian stuff.
Yes, yes.
Well, we know where we can go to find at least somewhat of a lead.
Where are we going?
Back to the demon dog.
No, the oh my god, what's the mansion?
The Misgivings? There's the farm with the walking scarecrows, and there's the Misgivings. They're your two leads at the
We
moment.
got both of those.
What was
Yeah.
the farmer's family name that was spotting scarecrows?
Hambly.
It was Hamley.
The Hambly farm. I was ready for that question.
Farmer to the southeast, and he's rumored to skim from the top.
Yep. Rumored to be a little bit greedy.
Which ties back to the Thessalonian greed god.
Not
goes
a,
back
not a
to the
god,
sheep.
not a god, just a lord. What was that, Balir?
Say, we have other leads if this is running dry.
It feels like it's running dry to me, but I'm not much of a magic person, so I don't know what you guys can do.
I look at the sheriff. I tell the sheriff, get us an appointment set up with the mayor. We're gonna go pay a visit to the Hambleys down to the southeast.
Be careful about there with them walking scarecrows.
I'll take it.
Doesn't
Get
sound
the
very-
green light.
Ooh,
What was that, Walner?
Said I'll take care of him if I get the green light.
Get that green light.
Fair enough. Like,
we're also gonna have to work on you particularly determining when the green light is appropriate without somebody having to give the command.
He
It's a
seems
work
to
in
like
progress.
being getting a command.
some people are just naturally followers.
I'm not a follower.
We're gonna go catch some fish.
All right.
I'm gonna go catch fireflies.
What time is it? About what time is it? during the day, right?
You guys, it's probably about 2 in the afternoon. If you guys left now, you would not. Magnamar, I believe, is 2 days away and it's halfway there. It's about a day's travel to get to the Misgivings, if I remember correctly.
What about the Hambly?
The Hambly's farm. That is a little. That's pretty close.
Well, I mean, we actually wouldn't know anyway.
Yeah, you would. You have a general idea. There's maps of the area. You would know. I want to say it's about 4 or 5 hours off. Because it's a whole group of farms. It's like a massive farm. They got kind of like a plantation thing going on.
What do y'all think? Misgivings or Hambly farm first?
I thought we had said we'd do the Hamley. Yeah.
Yeah. So go ahead and go check out some scarecrows before we go mess with the ghoul-infested mansion.
But you know,
And when
there's a
we get
chance
back-
they're connected. It may give us leverage for when we hit the mansion.
And we don't have to go to the mansion.
There's always that.
Please.
We'll be going to the mansion at some point.
Oh, that's right. The king wants his summer home.
Oh, yes. Yes, that sounds quite nice to me, actually.
At that, I get even angrier and just kind of like he's so full of himself now.
Didn't the Fox guy want to make that, like, refurbish that and use it again?
That was my goal, yeah.
He
That's
said
what
he'd reward anybody that cleaned it out so that they could.
Yeah. I can't get anybody to go in and work on it, though. No one's interested.
What is the reward, by the way?
I'm kind of low on funds at the moment, but I am perfectly willing to pay gold. And if I can get my business off the ground, I'd offer you a share in the business if you're interested, or I could just give you more gold after the fact.
Gold is always good.
Gold is good.
Yeah. I like gold. It's shiny.
You also get the satisfaction of helping a friend.
There's always that, but
But gold at 2.
Yeah.
Gold first, then the satisfaction.
Sure.
yes. I don't know.
I would love to be back in my family home, although I guess just be in my family home would be the more appropriate word there. I had actually been in there since I was 2? 3?
Ooh,
Oh,
it's
wow.
Huge penis society.
What?
What?
Huge penis society?
That's what I heard too.
Hello, huge penis society.
What the hell are you talking about?
He must be Twitch
Chat.
chat.
Oh, Twitch chat.
Twitch
Okay.
chat.
Okay. You said to say the fuck.
Hi.
Oh wow. Well, hello then.
So,
I like the name.
Our gifted friend.
so, Sheriff, you keep an eye on Foxglove. Keep him protected at all costs. We don't know if he's going to be next on the hit list. As I said, get us a meeting with the mayor, and we'll return.
Foxglove was like, all right, I guess I'll hang. I was gonna head to Magnamar, but I can hang out here with the sheriff. If you guys want to end up going to my family house, I can go with you or not. I already gave you the key, so if you decide to go in, be careful. Apparently, it's not great. If nothing else, it's gonna be dangerous because it's falling apart. So.
We also know that there are a bunch of ghouls there awaiting us.
I
So-
cannot vouch for the ghouls. All I can say for sure is that people say it's haunted and it's falling apart.
A crazy person told me that there were ghouls in there.
A crazy person.
That's what we're working with here.
Yeah.
At that, Foxglove just kind of turns. Like, all right, Hemlock, let's go. Do you play cards? And Hemlock's like, yes, I do. He's like,
Uh-oh. A little bit of a...
everybody's ready to play with a rich nobleman with too much money, right?
Right? That's kind of what I'm thinking.
All right, so the goal is to go talk to the Hamleys. Right? Are you going to be leaving now and then getting there around nightfall, or are you going to wait for the next day?
We can get around nightfall and camp out.
Yeah, because we got the wagon, so it's not like we're gonna tire ourselves out.
Yeah, we'll go camp out.
All right, so you
I
just
think
got
the scarecrows only
Always
work
when
at
they're
night anyways.
camping out. Well, now that's a fair point. See, that I can agree with. The camping out there, don't get me wrong, the outdoors are wonderful when it's the time and place. But if you've got the choice of a bed, why would you go do this?
you guys need to bring a bed with you and put it in the wagon.
Because it's nice and dark outside, and you seem to enjoy that.
Well, this is true.
Is it a nice
kinda-
day outside? Like, is it
Yeah,
sun shining?
it
Is
is.
it raining?
It's
Comfortable travel, okay.
probably like mid 60s. Nice cool breeze blowing in. It's a little chilly when the breeze picks up a lot, but I mean it's not bad at all. It's a nice day. You just go sit on your porch and just sit there and let the breeze roll up your pants leg.
But I've got fur.
And it blows your hair.
Let's go find the asses and get our asses to the Hamley farm.
Boo! One of the deputies says that as he's walking away.
It was great, wasn't it?
Boo!
That must be like a local cheer.
Under her breath, Learley just kind of sighs and goes, "Amateur puns."
I am not a punny person.
At that, she just looks at him and rolls her eyes like, "I give up."
I
give up."
agree, says the random deputy.
See,
I don't want to be part of this.
I jump up into the wagon.
Are we leaving yet?
Please.
no, not with this kid.
We need some road music.
I got chills.
What's
Now,
your
is
plan?
it just us leaving, or are some of these guards going with us?
You didn't ask any of them to go with you, and they assume you got
We
it. so-
didn't.
They're-
We're
didn't, so I guess
adventurers.
it's-
We don't need them.
We'll get them for the, haunted house tour guide thing.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. with
You
this.
guys are on the road for about 3 hours.
Is Lily playing us some wonderful music? Carry on, my Wayang son.
Wow.
Carry on my
I make a request.
Write that one down.
We need to write the parody to that. John, you have been tasked. That was your song composition. You need to write a parody.
I'll
for
sing
Carry
it.
On my Wayang son.
I like
And
that.
Ray
So
will
I can
do it.
this.
When we get to 10 subscribers,
Oh God, we're not
No,
actually doing this. We're not actually doing
Ten
this.
subscribers,
Yes.
I'll do it.
yes,
I'm
we are. Let's
I'm gonna
do
start
it.
gifting subs now.
No, do
That
not.
counts.
It does, but
No,
don't do
it.
that.
No.
No, but don't do it. No,
Yeah.
no, don't do that.
Yeah.
Okay, then how many? Let's see.
No, we'll do that. Stop it. We're doing
How
something.
about-
We're doing something. All
Let's just go down the road
Why
and
Yang
go
son?
camping.
Lying, son.
right. About 3 hours in, you guys didn't notice someone coming along the road because there's been no one on the road. And this
Okay.
guy's running up. He's got a hat on. He's got like a pitchfork and he's running.
I cast nature.
He runs up. He runs up. He's
Hey.
like, "Don't go that way. Don't go that way." And he runs right by you. "Don't go that way.
Hey, what's that way?
No, don't go that way.
We're going that way. What are we running into?
No, I gotta keep going. I don't want to be there. You don't want to be there. They ate the dogs. They ate the dogs." And he keeps running.
Good.
They ate the dogs.
Why couldn't
He turns back as he's done running. "Yes, they ate the dogs. The scarecrows came out at night and they ate the damn dogs."
Oh, there we go.
The scarecrows
We're in the right way. Look at
Okay.
that.
We're on the right path.
Thank you.
That's not the right path. That's not where you want to go.
We want to make the scarecrows go away. We're going to dispose of them.
Well,
that's
good
the way
luck
we
with
need to go.
that. And he turns and runs, keeps running towards the town.
Anything we should know?
"They ate the dogs."
Okay.
I unsheath my
nom
sword and
noms.
hop off the wagon and begin to make a swift pace.
Okay.
Giddy up.
All right.
Too lazy to run.
Since I'm not like driving a cart or anything like that, I'm just riding along. I would be watching everywhere intently, like just really focused, looking out for any sign of scarecrows, any sign of like dead animals or parts of dead people, animals.
Anybody that's looking around intently, give me perception checks.
Okay. Oh my god, a mosquito got in here.
It's massive.
It keeps going to the light.
Off in the distance. They ate the dog.
Right? It's so bad. Poor little puppers. Come on, there it is. Boom.
Holy
Boom.
shit.
I see all.
All right. Well, this is as you guys are getting closer to the farm. Lurley, just pure fucking happenstance. You spot what looks like a robed figure walking way through the trees, clearly trying not to be seen. This
Color of robes?
Yeah, he's walking towards the village or the farm. He's just he's just like in robes. It's hard to make it out because it's very far away, but you just the briefest glimpse of it.
Okay, but I mean, like, is the colorization more towards a dark scale?
It's
or
a darker
light
darker
color?
robe, yes.
Okay. And I saw him coming from the tree line towards the
He's
farm,
in.
from the
You guys are on a
town?
road. You guys are on a road with trees on one side, and then it's more like the fields on the other, like it's a
Okay.
place. And then this guy's in the tree line, like in the trees, going towards the same direction you guys are going. Clearly trying not to be
Towards the
seen.
house.
Yeah, he's away from the road.
Okay.
Yes.
Upon seeing him, who's in the wagon with me?
Arkrag is
Who's
not.
where?
I'm driving the wagon, I'd imagine.
Arkrag and Belir, you don't notice the guy, but you both notice that the closer you're getting to the farm, the quieter all of the animals are getting.
Okay, so knowing that, and
Malia, stay calm and steady. Walnir, look over there in the bush. I swear I saw something. It was a man or woman. Someone, it looked like ropes. Look, they're on the trees.
I kind of like point without exactly pointing.
I can't see
Walner, you can
shit.
roll again if you want. I'll give you a +2 on this one too.
Can I aid him?
That's
since I'm
your
like
aiding.
pointing
That's
to
your
it?
aiding. Your +2.
Okay.
Good night, buddy.
You 23,
25.
and then so with the +2, yeah, so 25.
You don't see anything in the tree line. Whatever she saw is gone at this point. But just having her cause you focus a little bit more, like what the hell, and then you notice that you're not seeing any birds flickering in there, and the animals are quiet. Like you actually pick up on that now. You definitely pick up that something's wrong.
All right, let's keep going.
I think you're muted, John.
I don't know. I'm just whipping these horses, you know.
They're mules.
Whipping these mules. Let's go, come on.
Crag,
Yes.
drop back a moment. I need to ask you something, and I don't feel like yelling. My voice is hoarse.
What?
As he slips back,
Sky.
I would point out,
There's something moving in the tree lines towards the houses. Be aware. There's something not right. Even Walnir senses it.
Saying something.
But
Yeah, saying so.
I don't see anything.
Just be alert.
Can't get much more alert than this, and I hold my blade up and tap it
Very
into my
well.
mage armor. Ting ting.
Maybe another 10 minutes, you start to see off in the distance the first farmhouse. And if you're right, then this should be the Hambley farm. And you notice in the fields, looks like wheat, probably. Anybody that knows anything, any kind of knowledge about that would know that, yes, it is wheat. And there are scarecrows out in the field.
They're right there. Look at them.
They're so
Are
peaceful.
those the scarecrows that get up and move around? That's what we have to find out.
But it's nighttime now, right?
Well, it is getting dark. You probably have maybe a half hour before full dark. It's starting to. It's like here nearing twilight.
Let's go light them on fire.
Not in the wheat field. Probably
Let's
not
go
a good
burn
idea.
down the wheat field.
Then we gotta pay for the wheat field. I can't
Well, let's
afford
pick
that.
them up out of the wheat field, walk them to the road, and then light them on fire.
That's a good idea.
Now that we've seen where the farm is, do we want to go on down ahead a bit and find a campground there and come back? Or do we want to backtrack where we've gone?
Okay.
We're talking about camping. You're not going to camp outside of the farmhouse. That would be rude. If you're going to be that close of proximity, you just go up and knock on the door and say, hey, can I sleep in the barn? You got an extra bed.
It looked like the farmer passed us like.
That was a farmer, not necessarily know if it was the farmer.
We
'cause he
don't
didn't
know
say.
that this was him.
Well, let's
He
go
said
find out whose
they
farm
ate
it
the
is.
dogs. We might as well.
That's what I'm
investigate the
saying. Is are we
farmhouse.
going on to the farmhouse? Or
Yeah,
are we
let's go to the
camping out?
farmhouse. I'm
Let's
ready
go
to go.
investigate the farmhouse.
All right, you guys slide up to the farmhouse. 20 minutes to nightfall, roughly. When you get up to this first house, anybody that would have looked at a map, I assume R. Craig, Lurley, Belier, you three would have been the ones looking at a map. Wallner absolutely would have not been interested in a map, correct? Would have scorned it, scoffed at the idea of a map. This is absolutely going to be the one of the Hambley farms. This is the Craig Hambley. Most likely.
Craig?
Craig. C-R-A-D-E.
Oh,
Craig Hambley,
Said
not
like
Peter
that.
Parker.
Like Hick Craig. Craig Hambley.
It's Craig Hambley. All right. Fuck it. It's Craig Hambley. It's not Craig anymore. It's Craig Hambley.
Yes, we have Craig Hambley.
Yeah, it's Craig Hambley here. Don't you burn down my wheat field.
That is brilliant. Oh my god.
Them damn scarecrows out there running around in the wheat field.
Eating my dog.
Do I catch the scent of dogs anywhere? as
You
we
catch
come
the
up
scent
this-
of blood and dog.
Oh, something's going on down here.
Uh-oh.
There's
I can
also
smell it.
you smell it from a distance because the wind is blowing towards you. And when you get closer, you see just blood spattered on the side, and half of a dog sitting in front of the place, and then the other half is on the roof.
On the roof.
It's on the roof. Like they just threw that motherfucker up there, like Breaking Bad style.
The chopper doesn't care who he kills.
He said they ate the dogs, right?
The dog looks like it has been mostly eaten. That is like leftovers. That's some goop and leftovers that got
It's like
tossed
the
on.
ass and the leg
Yeah,
and the head and the front leg.
and then the guts and stuff all got ate.
These
Oh,
guts.
Somebody was like,
Was
"Give
it
me,
interrupted?
give me them
Just
dog
found it.
guts." The door is sitting wide open, and there's no light inside. 18 minutes to nightfall.
I mean, I
This is
just
most disturbing.
he's now alive.
I am going to walk up kind of closer to the building, about where the dog is like on the roof. I'm gonna cast Mage Hand, and I'm gonna like drag the body off the top of the roof.
Come here, come here.
All right.
Wow, one of those claw machines.
No.
You gonna give me a perception check to look at it? Like just inspecting it, or are you just dragging it off the roof to get it off
I'm
the roof?
dragging it off the roof to take a look at it, and then I'm gonna kind of like set it to the side with its other half,
Okay.
so it can be buried later.
All right. The halves don't match.
Oh. Well, there's more than one dog apparently around here.
You
It's a dog.
that perception check, you immediately notice those 5 claw marks. Smaller than the other one, smaller than the chopper murders, but it's the same 5 claw marks. You instantly recognize that. Like,
Whatever did this is similar to what we encountered back in town at the mill. Not the same, a little bit smaller.
you're looking at another one. Both has, I assume. You're looking at both of them. On the second half,
Yeah.
there's claw marks again. 2 sets.
Oh, there's
I'm
more.
gonna look
than
back
one.
out at the field.
There's some scarecrows, and the wheat's kind of blowing in the wind.
Okay.
Going on a limb. Let's say the scarecrows don't animate themselves, and this is actually
A bear. It was a bear the whole time.
I don't think it was a bear.
That's just what my mindset is. Right now.
Anybody home? And I like tap my sword up against the side of the farmhouse.
You're catching some reeking smells coming from inside, by the way, Craig. Not stinkfoot smells. You do catch some stinkfoots occasionally. It's the same general smell, but it's not like overpowering from the inside or anything. It's just it stinks inside.
I'm gonna take my
Something.
sword out.
There's something in the farmhouse. It smells terrible. Not quite as bad as what we've encountered before. I think we
It
need
is
to
a
go in and
farmhouse.
check it
There
out.
are some odd odors.
Yeah. Let's go in and check it out.
All right. When you step in, you step into the kitchen, and you see a man sprawled out on the counter. One of his arms is ripped off entirely. Looks like it was thrown in the corner. It's been gnawed at a whole bunch. Most of the meat's gone. There's flies all in the place. His belly's all bloated where it's not being ripped to shreds. He looks like he's been decomposing for quite a bit. Like his face has been partially gnawed off.
He just ran from here from eating his dogs. You would think he would know about this.
you would think.
Yeah.
You'd think.
Or did he know and just didn't care, had something to do with it? Perhaps a demon summoning gone awry.
Or Metapigeon, he walked up to the house, saw dead dogs, and ran the fuck away.
He said they ate my dogs.
So he said they ate the dogs. The dogs. They even ate the dogs.
Very well. Very well. Lirley would know that even though
Yes.
I missed it.
Yeah.
Would I be able to recognize
Lurley
any
is
of
not as tired as you.
the farmer's face?
Right.
Like a knowledge.
Yeah,
local
I
or
get
something?
sure. Give me a knowledge local. It's not it's not possible that you. It's very possible you could have seen them. They don't come in. They come into town every now and then. That's one of Craig's sons.
Oh,
Craig. That's one of his
that's
sons.
Craig's son.
Craig!
You don't know which one specifically.
He's got a couple sons.
He has 3 sons. That's one of them.
He's got 3
Few
seats.
sons.
Can his name be List and one's name be Ton?
No.
It'd be like Craig's List
No.
on.
No. We've already got Verizon. I'm not going Craigslist.
Oh, come on.
Uh,
Okay. All the bad pun connections.
We should probably see if there's any more, family
Craig's
members.
sons.
Yeah, and more of Craig's sons. Yes.
Craig's List. I love it.
I guess I'll search around and see if I can figure out where what came from or what direction whatever attacked. After
Go, like, stick my head back out the door again and look in the field.
Getting darker. Scarecrows are still out and the wheat's still blowing.
Alright. Keep my eye on this little bastard.
All right. You guys are looking through the rest of the house.
yeah, try to pick up any sense.
The pantry door
How
is
close are we to dark?
about 15 minutes. The pantry door is bashed in, and you see a woman. There's a knife to her side. Looks like she was trying to fight something off, and she is all torn to shreds as well. Like both of her legs are torn off. Pretty much, she's basically been just completely eviscerated and thrown about the room.
These poor people.
That's Craig's wife.
It's not a daughter.
No.
Based on the wounds.
have any.
He called her Rissa.
Rizza? Like
Rissa. Like
oh,
Marissa, but he just called her Rissa.
Rizza.
Rissa Hambley. That's my wife.
Wow.
He's just upstairs telling us that.
Would like the way that they were cut and things like that give any type of clue as to what did it? Like if it was a humanoid or an animal?
Same claw marks are all over her. I'm not even a perception check at this point, because our Crag, with that perception check, I'm just gonna, you recognize that shit on sight at this point. That's like 2 sets of claw marks.
So it's definite, but it's like the ghoul claw marks, like
yes,
what we had found before. Okay.
Similar, definitely similar.
Okay.
You know, I talked about protecting spaces and wards. I wish we knew some kind of room or some type of barrier that we could put up just in case whatever these things are supernatural. I mean, we know that they're ghouls, which are, you know, demonic of nature.
They're undead, not demonic.
Or undead, rather. It seems like there should be something to help ward this space in case it is those scarecrows, to keep them from coming in here. It's getting close to dark, and this looks pretty terrifying of what they're able to accomplish, if that is what's happening.
12 minutes.
These people were poor farm hands. I don't think they were able to defend themselves like we can.
Why take your chances? Why not hedge your bets if there's something you know you can do? That's what I'm asking. Does anyone know any kind of law for protecting against undead creatures? Wards? Anything like that?
Salt. Belir. Walner doesn't believe in it. Belir, are you looking through the rest of the house? Walner, are you looking through the rest of the house? Or are you just hanging out?
Light candles and any fireplaces and stuff I see along the way also.
Alright. You may get some light going on.
Yeah.
Light is
When
good.
you head into the living area.
In the dark.
Yeah, when you go into the living area, there's another one of his sons strewn about all over the living room. You recognize the face. This one's Craig Jr.
Oh, this is Craig Jr.
You weren't very close with these people, were you?
No.
He doesn't seem very upset.
They're out of this.
The Hambleys were not the nicest of people. Craig, even you would have heard about the Hambleys, people complaining about them just passively being in town at any point.
But they killed the dogs. That cannot be. We can't stand for that.
As long as they don't kill those mules outside, I'm fine.
I'm gonna cast detect magic, and I'm gonna work my way through the house, just like examining everything, make sure there's like nothing hidden, like any sort of necromantic bullshit in this house.
You're not detecting any magic as you're going through. When you go and like search through the whole house.
Yeah, I'm gonna like do a quick skim over of the whole house, just kind of like taking like sweeping glances.
You find Craig's body upstairs. He had a sword. He had a sword. It wasn't a great sword. It was like looks like it had been in storage or something. It's got a little bit of rust on it. Looks like maybe we're not sure where he got it, but he was trying to fight something off. Looks like there's some blood on it too. He got a hit in or two in, but he's all strewn about his bedroom. The window, the second story window, he has a window, which windows ain't cheap, so that lets you know how much money the guy's got. Is busted in. Like, something came through the window.
I'm gonna pick up the sword and I'm gonna smell the blood.
It stinks. That is some stanky blood.
I think I just threw up a little bit.
Which should be our Craig's DJ name. DJ Stanky Blood. Searching through the rest of the house, you find the third and final son across the hall. In what looks like his own room. He's possibly sharing it with another brother because there's two in there. 2 beds. And he's also torn to shreds.
It was a massacre.
And the whole family gone.
And the dogs.
And the dogs. About 8 minutes to dark. Sun is barely still over.
Peek through the window upstairs and look at the field.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Is I'd be keeping a lookout as well.
You're just gonna keep looking out the windows, both of you?
I'm lighting all the fires in the house.
All right.
Yeah, he's lighting fires. He's investigating. I'm helping watch the perimeter because I am nervous as heck about this. I don't
set up
see
an
it going well.
ambush and watch. An ambush and watch.
I'm curious, Craig, are you looking at the bodies closely? Or are you just doing a scan first and then you're gonna come back and look?
I was going to come back later.
Okay.
I feel like we got enough time to truly investigate everything.
Okay. Give me a perception check on Craig himself.
Okay.
Ooh.
Du santé.
A 21. In the just on the when you look and peek in on the bed near where his body is, there's a little letter. Just sitting on the bed.
Pick the letter up, walk back down the stairs, and read it as I go.
All right. Are you going to show it to everyone when you get downstairs?
Yeah. I fear you. I hate you. You must fear and hate me as well. You may unmask me, so I must unmask you first, your lordship. And I hand the letter over to, yeah, I'll hand it to Learlay.
What is this?
It's a letter I found upstairs.
Okay. She opens it up and reads it.
Another one of these signed your lordship. And oh look, seems he was cutting his ties, feared being exposed. It's interesting. I don't know quite what to make of it, but definitely we're on to something, and it all links back to something.
Walner, are you still looking out the window?
Yes.
As the sun is about to dip right below the horizon for the last time, one of the scarecrows pops his head, looks dead at you, and just slides down into the wheat field. You just see the wheat parting as it's running
Go ahead
closer.
and Give out a nice little scream. Not a scream, a battle roll. And I tell everybody to prepare themselves because here come the scarecrows.
Just screaming.
That's a battle roar. There ain't any scream. I fear nothing.
Prepare for battle!
This is not Howl's Moving Castle. This is Slender Man.
What is the I don't know, what's the layout of this house? Like, what would be probably the best strategic area that we could find to post up and fight?
The only two windows you see are the one that's in the living room. That's like on the front of the house. You guys are basically in the back of the house at the moment. Like the front of the house is overlooking the main field area, and you've came into the back. The kitchen has no windows. It has all of the little cooking areas and the one door that goes out. There's a door in the front, window on the front. There's a window up top in his bedroom, and those are the only two windows in the house that you saw. But as far as fortified, any of the other rooms, you could probably just go shut the door, fight them as they come in if you want to do that. Try to hold your own outside.
Let's block up that window.
That's what I was gonna do, but they're already on the way.
So, keep working until they're here and a body to strike. Work!
What's the biggest piece of furniture I could find to block the back door so we can only be assaulted from the
There is a large set of cabinets that actually could probably get ripped off the wall if you really tried hard enough.
I try hard. I reach up with both hands and I just
All right, yeah. Give me a strength check real quick. Believe in yourself.
I suck. That was a 3.
You can't quite move it. It's just like it's actually bolted in there pretty well.
Oh, to hell with it.
Door's still open, by the way. It was not shut at any point.
On there.
I am going to cast. No, I'm not going to do that.
I'm coming to rip them cabinets off the wall.
I'm gonna close the door first.
I didn't have it prepared.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Is either yourself lighting those fires or myself walking around looking out and panicking. That door would have been shut.
Strong man fails.
Oh my god. Okay, so Learleg gets enraged and goes over and oh my god. What
Can't y'all even do anything? You try to find something. You're supposed to be these big, strong, strapping men. Shit,
She
that's it.
789. She also fails. She be big strapping man. She's like hopping up and down trying to lift this thing.
Y'all want to do like
What
a
is
1,
wrong
2,
with you
3,
people?
a 1, 2, 3.
She's panically trying to
Then
lift.
they looks around the room. What else can we put over this hole?
There's nothing.
Anything else we could put over the
There's
hole?
a bunch. There's some chairs there in the living room. There's a table that they sit at. You can just hope, I guess.
Throwing chairs.
I'm gonna take a.
Can I say there's? Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say I'm gonna take some steps back from the open door, and I'm just gonna let post up.
Oh, Lurley said she shut it.
Okay. Well, I'm still gonna post up there, close to the door, like probably about 5 feet back.
Of note, which direction were these scarecrows approaching from the back side of the home or the front side?
The Walner is the only one that saw them, and he was looking out the living room window. So
But
it's
he
from the
said
house.
here they come.
Front of the
Okay,
house.
so front of the
really.
house.
Yeah, but you did see scarecrows
Okay.
on the back of the house that you walked by, and you
Right,
don't know
well,
which
that's why
ones.
I was
Yeah.
asking.
Yeah.
That's why I was asking. Lirley's gonna run upstairs and look out the window to see if she sees any
That window
scarecrows
looks over
coming
the
in
back.
that direction.
It looks over
That's
the
what I'm
back.
talking
Yeah.
about.
It only has 60-foot dark vision. It is dark. The one scarecrow that was in that range is not up there anymore.
Shit, shit, shit! They're coming from all around. It's not just the ones out there.
And this is the window that was broken.
Yes, that is busted
Correct.
in. Yep.
Is there like maybe a headboard or anything like that?
Yeah, there's a
that I could
headboard. There's a
get
big ass
here?
bed with a headboard. You can go to lift it.
How many times
Can
can
I
I
try
take
and
it?
shove the bed over?
You can try again to move this, rip this thing up if you want.
Everybody.
Slam it up against the door.
Good job, Walner. Quick, put it up. They're coming.
Oh, I'm slamming against the door.
Lurley, as you're saying that,
the door or the window?
the door. He got the cabinets. You're going to lift up the headboard, and you hear scrambling on the side of the house as you're doing this.
They're coming to the window. Quick, cover it.
You're the only one upstairs, aren't you?
Yep. She's the only one that.
I thought that the door that he was blocking was.
It was the
upstairs.
back door. It was the back door
Oh,
in the
he was in
kitchen.
back-
Yeah.
Okay. In that case, well then that's why I was moving the headboard. That's why I paused moving the headboard because I thought the cabinets were in the same room. That's my bad. Okay.
The kitchen cabinets are not in the bedroom.
It's a big
I only ever heard cabinets.
Oh yeah.
So
Okay.
anywho, moving on. I push the bed as hard as I can, trying to slide it over so that the headboard blocks off that window.
You can't. It is a heavy handmade wooden bed. And you're like, "Ah!" It is not moving. And then
Fuck! I knew I should not have left that stone behind. I bet it would have worked here somehow.
As
Damn it! Damn it!
you're sitting there, this scarecrow face peeks in. It just looks at you.
I instinctively whip out my flame blade dagger and my stencil.
We're gonna need initiative now.
Everybody.
Everybody. It's about.
Everybody in the house get
Who-
murdered. And
All right. See, everyone else was in the kitchen, right? Balir, where were you at?
In the kitchen.
All right. Are you looking around? Or are you just watching Walner put the cabinet in the way?
Well, was there any other openings in this place?
The window in the living room.
I mean, peeking around.
Well, you.
Yeah, if that's the only opening.
There's
I'm
a
just gonna
scarecrow
drive
looking
at
at you. A scarecrow pops up and looks at you. And it just like leans back and smashes its head through the window and slides right in.
oh my gosh, my horrible initiative.
Ooh.
Oh.
Lily, where are you?
I'm upstairs. They're coming in the windows.
They're coming in the windows down here.
You with the window smashing, you turn around and the door that you just bought off. Boom, boom. Alrighty.
Mistake.
Alrighty, here we go. What's their initiative?
You need to add Walner in the.
Oh, I know,
thing
I
and
know.
do
I
this.
know.
Okay.
I gotta add the scarecrows too.
Yeah.
You
Do
don't
we have
Scared
time to
crows.
react at all?
Yes,
before-
you. I will give you a standard or move action.
I'm
Because
gonna cast shield on myself,
alrighty.
and I'm gonna use an Arcanist point to make it a caster level 5 or 6. Sorry, it's like 6 minutes ish.
Alright, descending order. First up is going to be Belier, despite the fact that it says John in all caps. Greg!
Blank.
Oh, that's weird. I want to panic and give this guy the stink eye and start backing up away from it.
Alright, give him.
A -2 on his AC.
That is mind affecting, correct?
Yes, it is.
Alright. It shrugs it off like it doesn't even seem to phase him.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Pull out my club. God, he's here somehow.
Alright, Belier is panicking, Arkrag. He does his and nothing happens.
Is the so the creature's actually outside the house at the window?
Yes, it's like slithering in, kind of trying to come to the window.
I'm gonna like charge over towards it, and I'm gonna use my swift action to activate Arcane Enriving Strike. So tentacles like sprout from the sword as I come cleaving down on top of it as it's trying to climb through. Does a 28 hit and confirm?
Oh, you confirmed the shit out of that.
24 damage, slashing and magic.
All right, you
Oh, demon.
you run up as this thing's sliding in, and you just split its head down the middle, all the way down, like halfway into his like chest. It comes out,
The flimsy.
and it just falls back.
Is it bloody or is it actually made of like hay?
It's blood, and the smell comes out, the ghouly smell.
Oh, they're disguised as freaking the ghoul. The hay ghouls.
So you hear him yell, "They're hay ghouls!" And then another one pops up out of the.
That's all I can do from that.
All right.
I want to take her around.
Okay, you fucking one-shot that guy. All right, Walner, you're up. The door is banging. You saw Arkrag just fuck up that other one.
And another one stuck its head
Yep,
through, like
another-
near where he is.
Yep.
I'll match you. And I'll run over there.
I'm not gonna be shown up by a bugbear.
As he's charging, and I say that is the perfect time to make your own call on when green is good.
You hear the screech of the undead? Green is good. Oh my god! You did 4 less than his crit with a 1.
Well,
Wow.
a 5 and a 1.
Yeah, a 5 and a 1. God damn.
Wow.
You run in, whoo, stabbing your greatsword right through his head. Another head cut in half, just right out the back.
It wasn't as flashy as Zor's, but it got the job done.
Sure.
Scarecrow, Lurley, the one that came in the window at you, is scrabbling over the bed, and it rips its mask off, and it is a ghoul, and its mouth disjoints really far down, and it was to bite at you.
Oh god. Oh please, oh please, oh please.
A 12, I assume, misses.
He does. I
Oh.
hate him.
He just barely managed to dodge out of the way of this thing. Your moment of happiness is short-lived as the second one comes through. But he has apparently been climbing because that's what his whole turn is. That's the noise it makes at you. Not really. That would be great. Come give Daddy a kiss.
You get good kisses.
The door, boom, boom. It starts to slide a little bit. Just nothing open though. And then here. And then you hear Scrag and going heading up the side of the house again as they give up on the door. And Walner and Arcraig, give me a perception. And Belier, you're close enough.
Ugh.
Arcraig, you are distracted by the slapping tentacles of your sword. Alright, Walner, hold on.
Baby climbing the house. There they's fucked.
Oh, she's got a plan.
She's got a plan.
So when I scream, Belier, underneath you, there's one under the floor.
Well,
Her hand comes from under the floorboards and grabs you by the foot. Or tries to grab you by the foot, because you did have forewarning. An 11, does that beat your CMD? I doubt it.
CMD?
Yes, CMD.
No.
Alright. He goes to grab you and you pull your foot out of the way just in time. And it goes back down under the floor. And that's the Scarecrows. Lurley, you're up.
Okay.
There's now 2 in the room with you.
Right. And I had pulled out my flame dagger and my stencil, and in her panic, Lurley's going to... Shadows coming to my need. I was trying to think of how I want to summon this thing, and as she does that, my Akata, whatever creatures jumps out,
Alright.
and he's right there, and he's going to come out and bitch slap him. Try to.
With a 1. Oh, that's a plus and
Yeah.
-3, so that should be a plus
Yeah.
3. It's 4 still.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 4. So
No,
that should be a
still probably
7.
doesn't hit.
The 7 still misses. Yes.
Against 2
Okay.
tentacle attacks.
Yeah. Slap it with a
And that's what
tentacle.
I'm getting ready to do.
Yeah.
Number 2 says boom. And redo the
So that's a
maths
9.
again.
So that's 12. A 12 still does not hit. It swats at them, but it
Okay.
just pop, pop,
So
smacks them away.
I am counting. Here's my thing, though. I am counting on that, distracting them and holding them at bay. Lirley is running her ass to the door and
Nope.
slamming the door to the bedroom shut.
The one closest to you is going to take another bite at you as you try to run by, though.
They
Fair
also
enough.
get will saves to disbelieve the SFA.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Will saves. How does that work with mind affecting creatures? They're gonna a 19. I think he disbelieved it.
Yeah, I don't think he believed that. I don't think the 16 did either.
16.
I want to say that I want to say that my
The DC's next to your macro. It says DC.
17.
yeah, that's what I was saying.
So the second one believes it, but the
Okay.
first one does not. The
Okay,
one
fair
closest to you doesn't buy it. The one furthest away is like, oh shit, that's a tentacle monster. I remember that from when I was alive. Does a 20 hit you?
Yes, CMD is 14.
It's your AC.
AC is 13.
Alright, you need to make a 2 fortitude saves, please.
Okay. I don't want to.
You got
Nice.
to.
Can't save.
Your AC should be higher than 13, by the way.
That's what I was saying. Is that I told you that I didn't think that we upped it for the leather in that last level. But that's
Leather's
okay, we
only
can look at it
leather's
later.
+1, and then you have a +1 leather, right?
Yeah.
But I
it's
mean,
a
a
+1
20 hits
leather.
either way.
Yeah, absolutely. And you said you needed 3 of those?
2, just 2.
Oh, 2.
Yeah.
And that's on the. Oh wait, is it supposed to be mine or
Yours.
Akata's?
No, it's
My
yours.
sub-
Yours.
Oh.
Not,
shit.
why would your Akata be rolling
apologize.
for you?
Because I was on the wrong paper.
Oh, okay. Well,
To be
that
quite
makes
honest.
sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
So
your
there's
fort.
the fort for me. There's the fort for me.
All right. The
First-
first,
Oh god.
you feel
I'm gonna die.
you only needed. Oh
You
God!
said 3.
I said 2. You said 3.
Okay, well,
The first
got
2.
3.
The first one.
sorry.
You feel your muscles just And you just fall face first as you start to leave. Boom, and slide across the floor. As you are paralyzed.
As I fall out. Oh, Craig!
It's more like, ah, Craig!
Ooh.
And you just slide forward. And then let's see how long that lasts.
What is your dexterity modifier, Rain?
Me?
Immediate,
It
yes.
is +3.
So you should have a 16 AC. Your armor gives +2, plus an additional 1 for enhancement, and +3 for your AC or for your deck.
You are
Okay,
paralyzed
+3
for
for my
5
mod,
rounds.
1 for size, and I have no miscellaneous or anything. My equipment's giving me 3. So that sounds like everything's correct, in which case my AC is 17.
And you're paralyzed for 5 rounds. Oh god.
Hot damn.
Fudge muffin.
You're fucked.
I'm glad I yelled. Hopefully you shall come aid me.
Believe.
My Akata can still go though, as long as he's
Yep.
not frozen, right?
Yep,
Okay.
your Akata's good.
Do I see anything down in this hole?
Oh, you took damage. I forgot. I was more focused about the fortitude save. You actually took damage off of that as well.
Right. You know, you could have.
You took 3 damage.
All right.
They don't do much damage. It's that paralysis that's scary. Because if they get to you and you're paralyzed, it's over.
Right.
All right. Belir, what was that?
Can I see down the hole?
Yeah, it's looking right back up at you.
I'm gonna pull out a wand of produce flame and shoot it right in the face.
All right. What? Okay. Produce flame. Do you have the shit for that, or did you not look it up?
Produce flame is 1d6 plus 1 point per caster level.
And it's a minimal caster level, and the minimal caster level is 1.
So 1d6 plus 1.
Oh, I thought one's minimum caster level was 3.
No, wands are the minimum caster level required to cast it.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure. Let me double check. Minimum.
Yeah, that's a 1.
I want to double check because that would make it significantly better. Yep. Minimum caster level of anyone. Yep, it's the minimum level required to casting the spell, so it's a first level. So 1d6 plus 1 damage.
1d6 plus 1.
I'm not sure if that's how that spell works. We're going with it. Nah. You hit it right in the face, and it burns the mask off. This angry, ugly ass ghoul is looking up at you.
Can I run after that?
Yes.
I don't think I can.
Yeah,
I'm
you-
going to move because far off of this floor as I can.
Arcrag, you're up.
I'm gonna take off running upstairs. How far will it take me to get there?
You can move in a single move action.
I can make it in a single move.
You can make it up the stairs and to the room in a single move. You can't attack in a single move action because you got to move from where you're at, go up the stairs, then go into the room. But you can get to Lurley at least in a single move.
Okay, so I run up the stairs into the room with Learlay, where she's facing off against these ghouls.
Actually, I'm face downing against this ghoul.
I'm standing straddled over you at the moment.
She's
How far away are they from me?
10 feet with the Akata in between.
Fuck the Akata. I pop off an Arcanist point and I cast Burning Hands in their direction.
All right. Boom.
And that is going to be, I think it's 5d4.
Jesus.
5d4.
It lights the house on fire, and he's like, "Come on, Nerley!" And he turns and runs and leaves it in the fire.
No.
Run with me.
You can't speak, Lurley. You're fully paralyzed.
I know.
Jesus.
14 fire damage.
They get a save for that?
Yeah, they
Okay.
get a saving throw. Let me see. Saving throw reflex for half my DC with it popped up by 1 is a 16.
So they both fail. And
my Akata fills.
so, boom! Big blast of fire takes everything in the room. Lights the bed on fire. The floor's on fire. The dresser's on fire. The wood around the window's on fire. And the ghouls just fall and crumble into just flame. Just
Oh, it killed them?
they're dead. Gone.
Alright. And for my... Well, I'm going to reach down. I'm not going to effectively pick her up yet, but I'm going to reach down with my free hand, and I'm going to grab her by the wrist.
Yep.
And that'll be the end of my move.
Okay. Walner.
Did I see that ghoul grab up at...
Yeah, you saw it. You turned. It's like he's under the floorboards. Boom.
I'm gonna run over there and just stab straight through the floorboard, right where he's at.
The Link meteor smash from Smash
Yes.
Brothers.
I'm gonna take a leap and right on his head.
All right. Roll it, and he's got cover, so he's got increased AC. Holy
Jesus.
shit! Holy shit!
Jeez!
You killed the house.
You jump up and smash into the thing. The floorboard everywhere that you're standing on smashes through down into it. You hit it dead in the chest, pinning it to the ground, and it just and it's just out.
I took care of it, Blue.
Arcrag, from upstairs, as you're going to lean down here and grab Lurley, the whole house shakes.
What the fuck was that?
And the stuff that wasn't knocked over from your burning hands has just fallen onto the floor off the dresser. Just
I went green light, Arcrack.
Wow.
You might want to tone it down.
All right, Scarecrows go. One of them pops his head up, looks around at the fire. Arcragen goes back down. I ain't about that life. Belier, you can hear the scrabbling on the walls again. And then boom! From the outside as it tries to bust the door in again. And then this time, you boom, and the door slides open a significant amount. You see a hand come through.
Was there a porch on the other side of that?
Yeah. Wait, no, it was the back door.
Like, so
Porch
there's
is
no
on the front.
covering above them?
No,
Okay.
porch is on the front. That's the Scarecrow's turn. Lurley, you're up. You're paralyzed.
I'm paralyzed.
All right,
Do I
good.
get a fresh save since it's my turn again? Or
Nope,
no?
this ain't
It's
5th
my
edition.
turn.
You paralyzed.
Then in that case,
All right. Belier, you're up now. You see the hands.
I'm gonna call lightning on the right on the outside of the door.
Ah! Bees!
They get a reflex for half, but it's 3d6 and a 5-foot radius.
So you just like you lean over, peek your head out so you can see you're aiming, and then.
Yeah, just hey.
All right. Hello. Boom. 20 and a 4. I assume a 20 is gonna make that.
Yeah, 20 makes it, but
Burning down the house.
wow, I'm so upset by my rolls.
Arcrag, you see this bright flash and boom outside as thunder just cracks immediately. You also hear shrieking, the ghoul shrieking outside. But one of the hands just like shake a little bit and then keep trying to push it in. Arcrag, it's you again.
I'm gonna hold Lurley by the wrist, and I'm gonna run back down the stairs. Yeah, kind of, sort of. Well, probably not hold her by the wrist. I'm gonna like heft her up under my one arm and run back down the stairs. The house is on fire.
What?
You come down, you see Walner is in a hole in the floor, stabbing a ghoul.
And that's 30 feet to get back down the stairs with a move action.
Yep.
Let me see if there's anything else I can do, because I don't think I can reach anything. Disrupt Undead has a range of close, and I've got a caster level of 5, so
50 feet.
Is there?
You can see hands. You can see hands.
I'm gonna make a ranged touch attack against an undead creature in my range.
All right. I don't think he gets cover or anything because you just hit literally his touch attack. So.
Trying to remember what the bonus is for that. That's a range, so it's Dex plus base attack bonus.
Yep. And it's a touch attack. You're touching them hands.
All right.
1 damage.
So, yeah, I do 1 whole point of damage to whatever it is.
Blow his pinky off.
Yeah.
It's,
It's a cantrip,
yeah, it does. It has a reaction to it.
and that's all I can do.
Walner, you're up.
I'm just gonna be standing there, or I'm assuming I'm kneeling.
Yeah, the hero's landing.
I
Yeah.
slowly stand up and pull my sword out of the ghoul and just give this blood-gulching, intimidating roar.
All right. Trying to intimidate dead people. Got it.
And I'm gonna charge at the back door.
Stabbing through it, or just?
I'm gonna stab through the door.
All right. I mean, you can make an attack. Sure. Why not? It's got cover. So, boom, boom, boom. As you get closer, you see the hands immediately go back away, and you just sword shoots through the cupboard and the door, and that's it. Are you gonna do anything else?
I'm gonna pull my sword back out.
Give me a strength check, because you go to. You're screaming on the other side. You yank it back, and there's more ghoul blood on the end of your sword. Grabbing a sword, not the greatest plan these ghouls have had. Not their worst either. Catching you was their first mistake. All right, now the scarecrows go. One of them's gonna give another bash at the door. The door moves a little bit more, just a little bit. It's like trying to peek its head through. Then the second one smashes. His head's coming through a little bit more, and he sees you standing there, Walner. And you hear scurrying away from the door. Lurley, you're paralyzed. You're under Arkrag's armpit. Belir.
Can I see out the door any?
Yeah, you can poke your head out and see him.
There's another guy out there?
They're running around the house, yes. You can see them going.
Shoot him right in the butt with a wand? Whichever the closest one is.
Alright, shoot his booty hole. Now he gets a save for that for half. Does not make that, for sure, even with like minimal caster level. Or does Produce Flame... Produce Flame doesn't allow... No, it doesn't allow saving throw. You just deal max damage to him. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I'm going to call down the second bolt of lightning.
Yeah, it's a standard action to activate the wand, so you can't do both.
It said...
Unless you can bonus action somehow.
You don't. You can do other actions, even spellcasting can be performed first. Oh, it is a standard action. Damn
Yeah,
it.
it's a standard action.
I bet. Alright.
You're fine. You shot him in the ass. That one stumbles a lot, and it starts to burn from all the stuff on it. It's scraggling, trying to get it off of it.
That's what you get for wearing a sack!
Arkrag, it is your turn now.
What is the immediate threat? What do I see in front of me right now?
What you see is Belir leaning out the door, just yelling, "That's what you get for wearing a sack." And there's no other threats inside right now. That's mostly what you see. Walner staring there, looking out the hole in the door.
I take my backpack off. I open it up. I put Learley inside of it and sling it back over my shoulder. Free up my hands. And then I move forward towards the door.
All right. Walner, you're up.
I'll rip that door open.
All right. Give me that strength check. Because you're moving the cabinet and shit, too.
Oh, how the turntables.
You sling it back. That cabinet just rolls out of the way. The door comes halfway off its hinges. They ran to the right when you come out, so...
Y'all want to go scarecrow hunting?
After you.
The house is on fire. I suggest we get out and go hunting some scarecrows out there.
Let's go!
When you step out, you see them. They haven't even made it around the corner yet as you rip this thing open, and they both turn and stop and look at you as you rip the door open, and then immediately start running back at you.
At me?
Yes, at you. They're charging your ass. Oh, one of them runs around you, and then they both like raptors, coming at that ass. Not like that. They both go to just bite at you. One going high, one going low. Actually, does a 19 hit you? Because I forgot they're flanking now. Because they both ran around.
Yes.
Does
Do I get a,
does a
do
16
I get an
hit
attack
you?
of opportunity?
No. He goes around the long way. Because they have 40 feet of movement. So, they fast.
A 16?
A 16, does that hit you?
What's it up against my AC?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. Both of those hit you, so I need you to give me 2 fortitude saves. These are for paralyzation. So, actually, give me one save first. 1 fortitude save. This will be the paralyzation on the first one that hit you. You make it. Now give me the second one. You make it. Now give me 2 more fortitude saves.
Stinky.
13. One more. Damn! Alright.
I think that's good.
Yup.
Mama ain't raised no bitch.
You take a total of 7 damage from these things as you just shrug off everything they can throw at you. You just you can feel your muscles trying to tighten and lock up, but you just flex and nothing happens.
Do they do necrotic damage?
It is just damage. It is not.
Okay.
That's not anything like that. Lurley, still paralyzed. Balir, you're up. Walner is being mauled by these things. Won't Walner get hit?
It's a 5-foot square, so I can offset and hit
okay.
one of them, right?
Yeah, you can hit one of them.
All right, the one that's on fire that I shot in the.
Okay.
See that reflex save.
Reflex.
Reflex.
A 4.
Get him!
He gets hit in the head, and it just shoots out of his crotch area, and he just falls over.
I got you, Walner.
Oh, I'm about to take care of this other one.
Arkrag, 1 threat left.
1 threat.
And it's a crowded door that you're going to have to fit through.
Well, I'm going to try. I'm going to not charge because I don't want to knock any of my friends down, but I'm going to run over and try to squeeze through.
Move
and
aside.
get just outside.
Excuse me. Pardon me. I'm trying to hit a ghoul.
And if I can get out there.
Yeah, you can do it. Fuck it.
Yeah. Law of greater mass. We'll yield.
Fuck.
For flavor, I'm going to do a one-handed strike, just kind of like a backhand, try to take the head off this next one.
A bitch please maneuver.
There's a 14 hit.
Now 14 does hit, and you just
15.
backhand take the head off. And it just falls headless to the ground. It's kind of anticlimactic. It's so casual. Just his head falls off.
All right. Is there anything else in the immediate vicinity that we can see? Or was that's just the last one we made of?
That was the last that you saw.
All right.
Well, where are we camping?
There is a
flaming house.
There is a barn off in the distance a little bit, like close enough to the house that you could walk there pretty easily. You see another farm off in the distance with lights in the windows. And by the way, when you step out, the bedroom window has just got smoke pouring out of it now. The house is clearly going to go down.
Oops.
Should we save this body? I'm like gesturing towards a ghoul that's been, walloped.
I grab him by the wrist and just like fling him out towards the field.
It falls unceremoniously.
It'll be fine right there. There's lights on in that other house. Do we need to go check on them?
Yeah, we should get them, see if they've been plagued by this.
Alright. So I take off like running towards the other house.
Everybody give me perception, because you're going to have to run by the barn at some point. Because it's like house, barn, and the farm is off in the distance, so you just run between the two. So perception on everybody going through.
Damn barns.
I'm unparalyzed now?
Yes, you're unparalyzed.
Okay, yay!
Alright, Arcraig and Belier, before anything else even happens, both of you spot it. There is something slides around the back of the barn as you're running by.
Lightning.
Oh my god!
Take off running now.
Alright, give me... Shit, alright. Hold on.
Nearly
I
wakes up.
hope it's not a good guy.
He is not having a great time.
You almost killed me with that, John. I did not expect that.
Lightning! That's like the fucking Plague of Grass video. Lightning!
Lightning.
Alright, reflex.
I just came back from near death. Are you trying to kill me? Terrifying.
You're in my backpack, like being jostled
I
around as you
know,
wake
I'm
up.
hanging on back there. I'm like totally digging it. I really think that needs to be our combat mode,
You need a crossbow, like a mounted crossbow on his shoulder.
Right?
I do.
You see it stagger here.
Oh, that's a human scream.
Oops.
The skin saw man will get you. Skin saw man. He's like, you hear scraggling around the side.
Skin saw.
Oh yeah, let's go get this. I like this.
Just
You never know, that human might have been who brought these scarecrows awake.
start booking it towards whatever it is.
Non-lethal one there. We're not trying to kill this one. He sounds like he knows something.
I'll hit him with the hilt.
Everybody, Lurley, you can give me a perception, and Walner, you can both give me a perception since you two didn't, because those... Nah, you ain't seeing shit, dog. Neither one of you see. Lurley's recovering from the armpit escapade. Alright, so you're chasing after this guy. You get around the corner, and you see him at the edge. He ain't alive. This guy's still clearly an undead as well. He's a bit taller, way more haggard, like his hand. Looks like he's probably got an extra half an arm attached to both of his arms. They're kind of like one of them's dragging the ground, the other one's way up. He's just, skin saw man, I'll get you. And he slides around the corner again.
Skin some?
Skin saw man.
Skin saw man, I'll get you.
Skin saw man. Skin saw man, I'll get you. That's creepy as crap, man.
I'd imagine he's like one of the old resident dudes who had like the huge
The liquors?
claw hand with the eyeball on it.
The liquor,
Except he
right?
doesn't have an eyeball. I think so. Had like a normal hand and that huge.
Oh,
Man.
probably the nemesis or something. I don't remember.
So
Yep.
he has an extra arm jutting off.
No. Both of his arms are just super long, like an extra half an arm on his arms. He's like slides
Like
back
he's
around.
got alien arms.
Yeah, he's got some freaky ass alien arms. When one of them bends, it's like there's way too many joints in them. He's like,
That's some grudge shit.
Yeah.
you can fight it if you want. You just we can roll initiative if you want to roll initiative.
I'm going after it, yeah.
We can keep the same initiative order actually, and I'll just re-roll this guy. That way we don't have to do a whole bunch of rechanging shit around.
I'm gonna spend my arcane bond to cast long arm on myself.
We'll see who can fight.
Who can
What-
So my arms extend to 5 feet. I'm just like crunching and cracking as the bones grow.
Anyone
Does
have?
that extend your reach too?
Yeah.
Yes.
Walner, do you have any reaction to this?
Yeah, I'm gonna use step up when he runs.
He's not in range. It's within you're threatening them and they step out, then you can follow them. That's what it is. For when someone's running away from you and you're like in their face beating the shit out of them. It's the anti-run away like a bitch strat.
Okay.
Come here.
No.
About how long has it been since we went running off from that burning house?
It has been literally maybe 12 seconds because you ran around the house between the barns and saw this dude who was just watching you and slid away.
I was just making sure. I wanted to see how long my buffs were still lasting.
Oh, no, I remember before.
Bone saw.
Skinsaw, man. Bonesaw is ready! Alright, descending order again. Balir, you're up. You just cast lightning at him. So.
And he's right around the corner.
Yep.
I'm gonna poke around the corner. Like, he's on the wall?
You poke around the corner, his face is he's right face to face with you.
Oh,
Um,
they gonna gobble you up. Them bones.
Hey, you poke your head around, it's like, Skinsaw man will get you. Right in your face.
can I go back around the wall?
Yes.
Yeah, I want to step back. I want to grab. I got a rock. I want to cast daylight on the rock and just toss it around the corner. It doesn't count as sunlight though. It does just brighten everything.
Yeah, I know.
But it
It's the bright light. No, he
Oh, yeah.
doesn't like it, and he runs right by you. If you have your club out, you can make an attack of opportunity. Because this is gonna. I know I'm breaking initiative order there, but I
That's
like the
cool.
idea. He just runs
it
away from
works.
that daylight. Fuck that!
Totally works.
You hit him, and it just bounces off. Boom.
Oh,
Skins like rubber. Skins on me, will get you. And then Arkrag, that's your turn.
All right.
He's just kind of like, he's like 5 feet away from Balir. He's still within threatened range of Balir, just shielding his eyes and walking away out into the open.
I'm gonna kind of run around to try to flank him.
Yep, you got it.
And since my arms are lengthened, I'm gonna stay a little bit further away from him just to get the maximum efficiency out of this.
Walner, his arms are long.
I don't believe it.
You don't.
They're like
That's
I
they're
just
like
refuse
popping
to
and
believe it.
cracking.
I don't believe.
all right, Arkrag, whoop that ass or get that ass
Yep.
whooped. One of the two.
Oh, I'm not getting my ass whooped. I'm gonna flat blade the hell out of him across the back of the head. That's +2 for flanking, so 21.
You hit. Balir and Arkrag, I forgot this. You both need to give me fortitude saves, and then you get within 10 feet of this guy.
lovely.
Sweet.
The
Real lovely.
The stench of this thing is just awful. It's just. It's -2 on all attacks.
Lurley
Weapon
needs
damage.
to make it too.
7. Yep, Lurley, make that. Attack
She's a
rolls,
backpack.
weapon damage rolls, saving throws, skill checks, and ability checks.
You said it was a fort safe?
Yep.
So then that would be a 19 to hit.
Yeah, you still hit. You're
It
good.
would be 8 subdual damage with magic. I don't know how that works. And he gets -2 penalty on all the saving throws.
Yeah, this thing is dead, by the way. Like I said, you know it's dead. You don't have to do subdual damage or anything. You can't knock out the undead.
Oh, well then, pure green for go.
All right, he takes 9 damage. All right. Lurley, you deal with it. It's like you like dip down a little bit into the bag. but it's gross. You kind of vomit in your mouth a little bit, but you're not as bad affected as them. Like Balier's about to double over. Arkrag is clearly having trouble because of his superior nose.
I understand they're undead, but God, do they have to smell so bad?
Walner, you're up.
Can I use step up?
You gotta get within range before you can step up.
You gotta go.
If he takes a 5-foot step away, then you can step up. And I will explicitly call it out that you can use it.
Well, I thought whenever he came back around the barn running from the...
He walked like 10 feet through his threatened square. Like, basically, I just moved him so he could get an attack of opportunity. And that was it. Like, you still have to move forward about 10 feet.
I'm cleaving.
Beat his ass. Alright. Bust his ass.
And now he's also going to make a fort save.
Yep, you need to make a fort save, Walner, because you get within range. Your attack, you go to hit, and it's like he dodges out of the way. Skins on, man, I'll get you. You also are sick as hell for the next 6 minutes, by the way.
Jeez.
-2 to... What?
I was just going to ask you, you were about to say it, -2 to attack skills, freaking damage, and saving throws.
Attack roll... Second. Attack rolls, weapon damage rolls, saving throws, skill checks, and ability checks. Basically everything. Alright. Lurley, you're up. This thing has not hurt aside from the lightning bolt and the slightest. This thing is looking completely fine. As your heavy hitters are missing and just bouncing off.
I get him.
Because she can't think of what else to do, she's going to bring her Akata back out so that he can try and attack from behind and help pin this creature down. And she'll put her dagger up and be reaching for her crossbow.
Alright, well, once it's summoned, it needs to make a fort save.
Yep, that's what I'm working on right now.
It shows up immediately, starts vomiting. Why would you call me here?
Does
I need your aid.
it's an illusion? Does it make stuff like that?
I don't know exactly how shadow magic works, because I thought shadow magic was it created like a creature that was functionally the same as a living creature. It was just an illusion.
That was my understanding, was if they believe it, it acts as the real creature.
Yeah.
But I don't know how that would affect its saves, because it doesn't really say. But you said to do one, so we'll do one?
Yeah, we'll do it, because I don't know what the intention is. It's fine either way. So either way, it's not sick. So in this case, it doesn't affect anything.
Bite.
Alright. Void bite.
It needs to make a save.
Yeah, it goes to bite, and he dodges out of the way of it. Just actually, he's flanking +2. He hits,
And he gets a will save to disbelieve it. Too.
Yeah,
Yup.
I thought he did it.
No, I did not.
Okay.
Yeah, it says it works just like Shadow Conjuration.
A 24. Ooh. So it takes half damage, so it takes 3, and then it needs to still make the fort save, which... It's a poison effect?
Correct.
Oh, well then it
Correct.
doesn't make the save. It makes it by default. It's dead.
And it's 20% damage,
Oh,
so
20%, okay.
1.
1 point of damage. Better than no points of damage.
Yeah, it's dex and con damage, and it's just saying...
Usually undead are immune to most things that require fort saves, is the rule of thumb.
Yeah, it says fort DC. That's what it is, fort
okay.
DC.
So...
Okay, good to know. I actually didn't know that. That's good to know.
It's disintegrate works.
makes
There's a
sense.
couple of things that work. Shatter. There's a whole list of things that are exceptions to that rule, but it's a good rule of thumb.
Makes sense.
This thing reaches out to Walnir and just slaps onto the ground. And goes to take a bite out at you. Does a 24 hit you?
No.
Oh,
Yes.
fuck.
Turns out I'm wearing one entire.
Give me another fort save.
Now, do I get any bonuses to my AC with this chest piece on? Because I don't have that wrote down in my note.
Was it a +1 armor? Then you get a +1. I believe your AC should be 1 higher than what it is if you didn't change it. I don't know because I don't know what you were wearing before.
Nothing.
Okay, then yeah, it's definitely a huge increase. You need to do this beforehand. Wall near. Character sheet. Right now your AC is a 15. That means you have something on. I don't know what you have on because it's not written down anywhere. Index. What's a breastplate? What's breastplate's AC? Off the top of your head, do you know?
No.
You have a +1 breastplate, I believe. So it's one higher, and then I want to say it's a 3.
A breastplate?
Yeah.
+6 AC, +3 Dex bonus. Max Dex bonus. So yeah.
You have a 19.
Yeah.
You have a 19 AC then.
Okay.
You need to. I adjusted it for you, but next time you're adjusting it, you still get hit, so it doesn't change anything. Give me your fort save. Walner seizes up and falls backwards as this thing bites him. And give me another fortitude.
Oh no.
Oh no. You take 6 damage. If you don't, you just paralyzed. How long are you paralyzed for, girl? Let me see. Hopefully not too long. 5 rounds. You just lay it.
Damn, I should have took my reroll on that first fort too.
You want to reroll it? You got to reroll. I'll let you reroll it.
Chances.
I mean, I ain't got nothing to
Jump in
lose.
them waters.
Now reroll it then. If you want to do the reroll, do the reroll. I'm fine with it. You already knew what was going to happen if you failed anyway, so it's not like you're changing anything that you meta-wise. All right, you do not fall backwards. Arkrag, one of his hands swipes at you, and then the other one swipes at Belir.
So he does have reach.
Yes, he does have reach with his arms.
That's where the whole party goes paralyzed. And
That's why these guys are scary. They don't do shit for damage, but if you fail... Now, does a 23 hit you, Arkrag?
I'm gonna make him re-roll it.
Okay. Is that 25 hits
Yes.
you?
Yes.
You can take your choice whenever you use the reroll, so you don't actually get crit.
I'm definitely taking it on crit.
Okay, it's your choice. If you want to get crit, you can get crit if you really want. Now, Belir, does a 18 hit you?
If it matches it, it doesn't hit.
If it
right?
matches it, it hits. It is
Then
equal
yeah,
to or greater. All right. Arkrag and Belir need to give me the fort saves.
Jesus Christ, this is how we die.
One guy.
oh no!
Arkrag seizes up and falls. Let's see. Forward. But which way he falls matters. So.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do I
Lurley,
need to do
high or
dex
low?
to jump free, or...
You can. I'll give you a
Oh,
dex
I
save.
was-
Dex save. Yeah, dex save.
I can do a dex save? Okay.
I'll let you
cool.
have a chance, rather than be chance. I'll let you have a say in the matter. Backflip out of this thing as Arkrag falls backwards.
She, like, pushes off of his back and does a little backflip to land, and... Shit, this sucks!
3 turns of Arkrag being paralyzed. Belir, you fight it off. Arkrag and Belir, give me another fortitude save. Because it's 2 each time.
What's the second one for?
You'll see.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Got the butt right.
Belir, you don't feel so good. You start to disintegrate. No, not really. Okay.
Bad fight.
That was the claws, actually. They just...
He needs to wash his hands.
Girl, you ever cleaning your fingernails, scratching people?
No!
Right?
Alright, 4 damage to each of yous. Long arm of the corpse. And then he's gonna 5-foot step, try to 5-foot step away. You can do it, Walner.
Love the way I'm stepping up after his ass.
Just whoop, 5-foot step right after him.
I get a bonus
What?
for step up. What's the bonus for step up?
Look it up. Type Pathfinder step up.
Alright, so I'm gonna cast Whole Person on him, so I need that will save.
Is that a mind affecting effect?
Shit, is it?
If it is, then you can change it to something else because
It
you
is mind
you would know
I'm
that.
not gonna do that.
Yeah, you would absolutely know that.
Wand, produce flame. Because everything I do affects the mind.
Still
Step
like
up
me.
is
It's
the-
all shadows.
13 doesn't hit.
Nope. You shoot at him and he just ducks under the blast. Arkrag, you're paralyzed. Unless you have purely mental actions, and since you're a spellcaster, that is something that you could potentially do.
I don't believe so. And nope.
All right.
Step up does not have
There is a second feat called Step Up and Strike, but Step Up is
This
only a
one
5.
says step up base attack bonus +1.
Yeah, that's a prerequisite. That's what you have to get. You don't get a
Yes.
bonus though.
You still followed him though.
Yeah, you kept up with him. The bonus is that the fact that you keep him within range of your weapon without having to use any of your movement or anything. And they can't get away from you without running away and provoking an attack. That's the advantage you get. Walner, you're up. You're still within range of his ass. All right. Well, that one hit a little bit. Just impale him. He just kind of like yanks it out and pushes it away from him.
Oh, how did they die?
We're going
He's clearly hurt though. He's staggered a little bit. Skin Summit will get you. Skin Summit will get you.
I'm gonna get you, bitch.
Skin Summit will get you. Literally, you're up. Arkrag is paralyzed on the ground. So peaceful.
Right. Figuring that he can take it, Learley is going to. Is he face down or face
He
up?
fell on his back, so face up.
He fell on his back. Okay. So she's going to like straddle one of his thighs, standing over him, like standing guard, watching around. And is there one that's like there in range of me?
There,
Because with how they were lined up.
oh
I
yeah,
wasn't sure
Walner's
if
in
they
range.
had close they were
Walner,
to me.
Walner, you could reach out and
No,
pinch
I
his.
meant the dude.
The dude? No,
that's
he
the
stepped
gold
away.
thing.
He stepped away from you.
Okay,
he's-
then in that case,
He was trying to back
I'll
away
just
from
stay
Walner
there.
and Belir. Yeah.
okay, then in that case, I'm just gonna hold ground over Arkrag because having been paralyzed herself, she knows that he can't do anything.
Yep.
And there's nothing she can think to do for him.
All
and
right.
then my Akata would track after Dude Man and try and keep hitting him. Or did he save? He saved, so it's gone to him, right?
No, it's
No,
just he
it's-
does less damage.
Yeah.
He's still
Okay,
there. He can still
okay.
be a flank buddy.
Okay, then he's totally flank buddy, and he'll take another bite at him.
Roll to confirm is a 5, though. Does not confirm.
That's all right.
So he does hit though, and he does take non-crit damage of 7. So 20% of that, still like 1, another point of damage, and he doesn't make the save. But he's still a flank buddy, and that's the important thing.
Yes.
All
And I'll
right.
be done for there.
Alrighty. Long arm of the corpse. He's gonna reach out and swipe at Belir first this time, since he's trying to shoot him with fire. So let's see if he hits. 17 hit you.
I'm gonna cast Stone Shield, give myself +4 AC, and he doesn't hit.
Nice.
Right.
He is going to claw at Lurley because while you are not in range of him, he is in range of you because he's got long, slanky arms.
And I didn't think to ask that. Fair point.
Swipe at you on the face. Going for the face. A 14 doesn't hit you, does it? I don't think it does.
Yeah.
It hits?
No, it does not.
Okay,
It
yeah.
does not. Since
Swipes-
we recalculated. 17.
Swipes at you and misses, and then he goes to bite a Walner. A 23.
Eat me, baby.
Give me that fortitude save. He gets a big old bite of your torso. Just.
Whoa!
Welcome to the party.
Nighty night.
Give me another fortitude save as you fall down backwards. Boom! Paralyzed for 3 rounds. You're good on that one.
Ooh.
And then you're also going to take...
I got one more round of bullshittery.
59 damage.
5. Hold on, I think someone's breaking into my car.
Not nice. Oh shit.
What?
He thinks someone's breaking into his car. This is not good. Should we call the Lotto Patrol back there? We've got the number.
Aaron, you're right down the
If he-
street. I'm in the
if he
car.
says, yeah, I'll hop in the truck right over there.
Well, he's outside. He's not gonna make that call until he gets back.
Everybody listen for the
No,
screen.
he didn't go outside. He went to his window.
Nah, then he went to the front door.
Oh, the door is flipped. His camera's flipped.
Yeah. Because to the front is like to the left there, and he looked out the window and then he went around. We're like giving out the layout of his house. You know?
If you really want to break in, you just got.
Yeah, no. Which they had been having a time over there. What was it, about 6 months back that they were having all the break-ins over there in the cars?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Jeez.
They tried to break into mine and Megan's car.
Yeah, they tried to break into Kelly and them's. I won't go any deeper into names and stuff since we're on stream. Don't want to get business, but yeah.
Jeez.
I hate my neighbor. I
There were a
hate
bunch
my
of
neighbor.
people.
I got 9 rounds of hot fire.
Do y'all
Somebody
live
tries
around
to
here?
fuck with us.
Like near Ray.
Dude, we're,
Do
on
you
the-
hear this?
we're right down the street. But no, we can't hear you. We're across.
No,
We're across the highway.
you know where Tiger Mart is? We live like 1 block from Tiger Mart.
Okay.
Oh,
so down the
there's
street.
my neighbor is a piece of work. He's
I wasn't going into all those details. They can find us now.
Yeah.
Oh,
They're
God,
gonna
you
stalk us. We have crap software and computers, so you'd be wasting your time.
Sorry about
you
that.
know.
Neighbors.
Was
You have to
everything
file
okay?
all the invaders.
What was that?
Yeah.
Was
fight some
everything
people
okay?
off.
Yeah, everything's fine. It was a neighbor's car alarm going off. I don't know what was going on. It sounded like mine.
You hear
Everybody
my-
is going
My
robot.
4-wheeler or dirt bike neighbor over here, revving it up.
Don't hear that. Alright. So Walner's paralyzed. Took some damage. Balir, you're up. 2 people are down.
Let's bring out the lightning again. I can do this one more time.
Alright.
It seems like a good call. Let's see that reflex.
A good call.
I don't know if it's Discord being derpy or what. I'm watching the Twitch stream and I'm frozen and Balier's
It's
Sounds
Discord.
like a robot.
It's Discord. And
Yeah. Marine, you sound like a robot.
Yeah.
Bad.
Thank you, Discord.
an 18. Does that make it?
Yeah, so we'll take half damage from. Okay.
Alright, let me... it's gonna look weird on stream for a second because I just pushed everything away.
Gotta switch.
I don't know if I can switch servers with this because it's not a thing, it's a call. Alright, I'm gonna leave the call and I'm gonna come back. Hold on.
Oh.
Alright, I think that fixed it. I think it was something weird
He's
on
back.
Not a robot anymore.
Marine's gone.
Yeah, she'll be back. Well, how much? A 9 damage, so cut in half, 4.5, 4. He is looking severely hurt. Arkrag, you're paralyzed. Walner, you're paralyzed.
This is the last round of my paralyzation, right? I was paralyzed 3 rounds.
I believe so, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. It was 3.
Yeah.
There's 3 of them.
So you'll get up at the end. You're not paralyzed at the end of your turn now.
Okay.
All right,
God damn.
Lurley, your turn. Yeah, ghouls are scary, man. I guess this one is aghast.
Damn.
Okay, so seeing that he can reach me, I'm going to take this step forward and use my dagger to slash at him and say, "Get back!"
All right, roll it.
There you go.
You go. Yep. You stab at it, get it right under the chin, and it just goes limp. Oh God, you turned red for a second.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
It goes limp.
it was the flame blade, man. It just. Yeah. Well, cool. So that means my little creature thing doesn't have to bite him or anything.
Yep.
It should.
Like he's like out of commission, right?
Yeah, he's down.
Yeah. Make it bite him anyway.
That's how you take care of it.
She kind of puts her dagger back away and she reaches down to Arcrack.
Arcrack, get up! Balia, check on Walnut!
I'm gonna hit the corpse with another bolt of lightning. As I walk off. Alright.
Alright, you gonna search him or are you gonna move on? The house is now getting fully engulfed in flames at this point.
This
And
is the
there's-
only sign of any kind of creatures like this that we see remaining at all.
That was the only thing you saw.
Okay.
I'm gonna help Walner up, and then I'm gonna go, see if he's got anything incriminating on him.
He is wearing rags, and the only thing on him is a key on a necklace around his neck. And it is, you see the symbol of the flower surrounded by thorns, which Lurley you immediately recognize as the foxglove family insignia.
Give me that!
Oh, now.
Everybody actually recognizes it except maybe Walner. Arcrag, the key he gave you, it's got the same insignia on it.
Oh, Craig. Let me see that key.
Yeah. Does it have the same cut? And I hand
Yeah, I'm gonna try to match it up.
Yep, they match.
the exact same cut, like that. It looks like it'd be for the same door.
Yeah, it looks like it would be the same door. Both of these look like they're master keys, so yeah.
Okay.
So we
As
need that
she's
one
sitting there
key.
looking at the coin that she snatched from Blair.
It's
He
a
did say
key.
that he had hired
It's
a
a
bunch
key.
of people.
Oh, I thought he said it was a coin and a key. I
No, it's a key.
apologize. Then never mind.
It's a key.
She would just say,
He said he'd been sending people in to clear it out, and that others had died, as well as there was staff. I wonder if this poor soul is one of those, or if it's something more sinister.
Actually, he said that he had not been able to find anybody willing to go in to clear it out.
Not since the last ones were killed.
No, he did not say that.
He never said that, really.
"Well,
That
just
never.
sworn
Came.
that he said that he had tried
Nope,
to." have it
it's the
cleared out.
the reputation it has of being haunted. No one will go near it.
My bad.
Somebody went here.
They would know the correct, not me. And I will adjust that note.
So who went near? We should probably check on.
I mean,
Hello.
as you guys remember, there are absolutely ghouls in the manor, according to that crazy man that told you there's ghouls in the manor.
Right.
So, I mean, the fact they have a key to a place where they live. No.
Well, she's thinking more origination point. Like,
Yeah.
how did they get turned to ghouls? Were they already there, or had they gone in for something? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, the house is now fully in flames, giving off a whole lot of light. Everybody give me perception checks.
That's
Everybody that has
good.
dark vision, except Belir.
There's
Am
also
I-
60 foot of daylight behind the barn.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
And there's a house. There's a house with lights on the inside that we were moving to.
Yeah,
until
off
we
in the
saw this.
distance. Yeah, off in the distance.
Am I unparalyzed?
Oh, yeah, you're good. You're standing back
Okay.
up.
Wait, does Warner have?
No, Warner does not have dark vision.
Okay.
I have dark.
He believes he has dark vision. Because he doesn't believe in the other type of dark vision.
I'm a hunter. I can see in the dark. What I tell you.
You still can't see shit because you're a human. You're looking around. Arkrag, you got within range. Over the smell of burning. Actually, no. Now that I'm thinking about it, no. Just off in the distance, you do spot someone in the tree line. There's the light is giving off. You can see someone in the tree line, and he is like got his back turned, walking away further into the woods. It's a man in robes.
Ugh.
He's very far away. Like the fact that you caught him only because of the bright ass light, the daylight spell, and the fact that you got sharp eyes.
There's somebody in the tree line. It's probably the same person you saw earlier.
He's walking
Fine.
away. He's walking away. What?
Fine. I begin walking towards the house that has the light on.
I was muted. I'm sorry.
We should stop him.
He ain't getting to him in time. He's gone.
It's the middle of the night.
He's too far away.
What do you have on?
How
A
far
rope.
away is he?
You don't know. You didn't see shit.
Robes.
Where was he?
Over there. He's gone. He had robes
Where is he
on.
gesturing? How far away was he?
The tree line, which is like pretty damn far away, like a tenth of a mile. Not that far. It's like a half a football field at the most.
Okay. Okay.
Let's go to this other house and make sure the people there are all right. And I begin stomping off in that direction.
This is when you need a monk that can run like 60 miles an hour.
What is a monk?
This is what come in handy.
All right, so heading off to the house. You all right
Lulu
there,
stomps
Craig?
along-
Yeah,
Lily
I just got a
stomps
little
along
bit.
behind, and she's like,
I still don't like leaving him behind. I think I could have caught him. I am quite quick.
Go catch him then. All right. Just nothing else happens as you make your way to the house. And you see that the lights are on in this house, and you can see a shape moving, like in the window, and he moves away when you guys start getting closer.
Hey,
Hell.
who's in there?
What do you want?
We're killing ghouls, scarecrows.
You're killing them?
Making sure everybody's all right. The last farmstead
Didn't make it.
didn't make it. As you can see, it's burning down now.
They burned after you came. We saw you walk away from it.
We ran away from it after we killed some ghouls and saw this light on in your window.
Hold on. And you hear... the door opens up. And you see an older man and an older woman. Kind of like peek their head out, like one up and then one right underneath.
Well met.
They lean back and slam the door. No, no, no! It was a trick! It was a trick the whole time!
We're friends.
They try to shut the door and go back in. No, leave us alone!
I'm gonna stick my hand in the doorway.
No!
Are you? No. They're already
They're
terrified
safe.
of you.
They're safe.
They're already terrified of you on here.
Do you take your hand
Slowly
away?
Pull my hand back out. Yeah.
You slowly pull your hand back, and as your fingers go away, a kitchen knife right where your hand was.
Well, that wasn't very damn nice. He was stepping back.
The door
Just trying
pushes
to make sure you're safe.
the door. They push the door all the way shut, and you hear.
We're just making sure you're all right.
We're fine. Go away.
All right.
Okay.
Good night.
Well, ungrateful little shits, aren't they?
She stomps off the porch
Have
and
some
looks
respect
around.
for your elders.
How do you know they're older than me? You don't know my age.
You don't look very old.
Looks can be deceiving.
Mm. I think that diamond's fucking with your head, Lily.
She just keeps walking, looking around, looking for other stuff.
I still say we should go track down that gentleman that you saw in the woods. There's something. He's either up to something or he knows something. He's been in the position with these ghouls twice now.
It's probably the skin saw man.
Skin saw man. I'll get you.
Well,
Oh, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's
The shot.
let's go to the woods and I'll see if I can pick up a scent and we'll see if we can track this fellow.
All right.
Those old folks seem like they could take care of themselves.
she was mighty handy with that kitchen knife.
They were wise enough to close the door in the face of Walnir.
Speaking of that, how are you all, Near? Did it hurt your hand too bad?
Oh, she missed.
Oh, good.
She's lucky she missed. We'll just leave it at that.
So I'm gonna roughly guesstimate where I saw this guy, and we're gonna work our way over there.
Yeah.
I'm
You
gonna
work
try to
your
pick
way
up-
back. Give me the survival check.
20 with scent.
You catch the scent, and even though it was only for a moment, you were close enough to the scent before at the sanatorium with the wizard with the that was there.
Oh,
The one I was trying to talk to.
yeah. I may or may not have figured out who this is. We need to find him. I'm curious why he's out here.
Who is it?
What do you smell?
The wizard from the sanatorium, not the doctor. The other one.
I told you there was something weird with that place.
Let's go say hey.
Well, we're gonna see if we can track this fella first.
All right, yeah, you can follow him along. I assume you're going to be trying to be stealthy.
And I'm gonna use my survival skills to track you.
Yeah.
Do we need to roll?
All right,
Roll
yeah.
a stealth.
Yeah, everybody be stealthy. Anybody who's survival and
Gotta find these footprints. It's ripping through the grass.
And roll 20 wants to stop responding.
There goes.
all right, Narcraig and Walner can give me the survival. Oh, Walner already gave me his survival. Lurley vanishes in the shadows like a fart in the wind.
Jesus Christ.
You lose the shit out of her, Walner. She was standing next to you and then she's gone.
I imagine her just dashing from shadow to shadow, kind of blending in.
That's only a 16%.
Yeah. You keep the scent because it's fairly strong. This dude is not doing much. Walner, you're able to like look on the ground and catch a track every now and then just because Arkrag is kind of mostly leading the way.
I'm going to, because I've never really tried it before, I'm going to cast Detect Magic and see if it allows me to like see any residual traces of magic that it might.
Has to be
See how
pretty
those-
powerful stuff. Yeah, has to be pretty powerful stuff to have residue.
Still just hoping.
Yeah. You don't detect anything just yet. You track them on for a pretty extended period, and then I'm assuming you guys are being somewhat stealthy about this whole time. So eventually, probably about 45 minutes of tracking, at the edge of your detect magic cone, you see all the R's before. All the defensive R's, they're pretty much there. There's a couple of transmutation R's, necromancy R's on the thing. And he's like right through the bushes. You see him lit up plain as day because of all the magic on him.
He's right ahead of us in the bushes.
He's got his back turned, he's sitting there. It looks like he's actually making a fire. Like he has no idea he's being tracked at all.
Yellow light.
If you can tackle him.
Well, I could do something with the shadows. Maybe distract him or make him think he sees another creature there. Or I could anchor him to the ground. Make it so that he can't move and y'all can jump out.
Can we do all of that?
At the same time.
You anchor
But I can
him.
only do one at a time.
You anchor him, and Walner can run out and tackle him.
You want me to put him in the full Nelson?
Very well.
Whatever that is, yes.
It sounds
Very well.
terrible.
So with that being said, Lirley will look to the others for approval and nod her head at Walnir and wave her hands, and the shadows
3,
weep out
2,
and grasp around him.
1.
Yay!
Charge!
Why did it not clicky? It did
They
not.
all come rushing out at the same time.
The wizard man turns and looks in horror. Charge!
I'm also gonna cast Hold Person on him.
Alright. Well, fuck.
Hey. Shadow anchor, hold person, tackle, and a really scary sword at the throat.
Stand down, old man.
Jesus, Lirley.
Oh my.
Oh,
Wasn't
God.
clicking. I don't know what happened.
Shadowy tether, a shadowy tether, a shadowy tether.
Did all of them? I'm sorry.
We tether.
13 for the whole person.
Wait. No.
13 for the shadow tether.
Hell yeah.
So his shadow is pinned to the ground. He turns, and freezes, and just falls backwards. Seems to be a running theme tonight.
And then gets tackled by Walner.
Before he's all the way down, Walner slams him into the ground.
Paralyzed for. What level are we? 4, 5, 5. He's paralyzed for 5 turns. 5 rounds.
All right.
You're as tough as those ghouls, Belia.
Got those
Ah.
magic fingers.
I am going to pull out my fancy rope, and I'm going to begin to tie him up. Very tightly.
You can't move.
And Lilir goes over and goes boop on his nose.
I'm also gonna start getting the stank eye. I'm gonna look her right in his eyes.
He can make a will save.
Oh yeah.
He fails.
-2 to save.
Saves? Nice.
So you can just basically, you're gonna assume that you have all of his things and start
gonna-
chanting. He has all of the disadvantages.
Yes.
So this dude's being tied up while this other guy's like being in like a bear hug by Walner.
That's Belir's debuff dance.
That's my debuff dance.
Turns around, starts twerking at him.
Oh god.
I gotta maintain eye contact.
You look over your shoulder at him. Clap your thighs.
Oh my god.
Yeah, right. This guy is bound up. Eventually that wears off, and he's like, "Oh, what? Who are you? Wait, I know who you are. But what do you want?"
What do you want? Why are you out? Why? Give me an excuse.
Studying the ghoul movements.
That actually makes sense.
I have my sword at his throat right now. I'm like, what do you know about the Bonesaw Man?
I don't know what that is.
Skin Saw
What
Man,
is-
excuse me.
Skin Saw Man. He's gonna get
Skin
you.
Soul Man.
I also don't know what that is.
One of the ghouls was actually capable of speech and kept saying that. The Skin Soul Man is gonna get you.
Sounds like a ghast. They retain intelligence.
Fair point.
And
Lirley would have been able to tell that possibly. Can I roll to see if
It
I
was
would
a
have known
it was a
that?
ghast.
Or
I
is
told
it about-
it was a
Yeah, he
ghast.
told us.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I said it was a ghast.
I probably missed it when I walked away.
who are you? And why have you been out here watching these poor people get murdered by ghouls?
Look in my bag. There's a map with them on it. I've been tracking them. There's ghoul activity all over the place, and I've been tracking it. I didn't know anybody had been murdered. I'm not getting close to this place.
A lot of people
Literally
have been
pulls
murdered.
out the map
You were
and
pretty
unrolls it for everybody.
I was very close. I saw a murdered dog.
2 dogs.
What's your name? I know your face.
I am Karzailu. Karzailu Zarin.
Cthulhu.
You
Oh,
must
dear
spell
God.
this out letter by letter.
C-A-R.
With that.
Carl!
C-A-R-Z-A-R-L-U space Z-E-R-R-E-N.
Oh dear God. Oh, get
You could
that
just
later.
call me Cars.
Cars.
Cars. I'm okay with that.
Like the
Cars.
movie. Like the Pixar movie.
Wow, all the references tonight. I'm proud of us. We've
With
done
a
quite
Z.
well. Anybody with spare time should go back and like count how many movie and song references we made tonight. It'd be interesting to see. Maybe.
Does the fair doctor know that you're out here doing this?
No, he doesn't bother me with my work. And I don't bother him with his.
What is your
Indeed, then why
work
was he
itself?
so... Sorry.
You go ahead.
Why was he so eager to get us out of the sanatorium? You seem to obviously have something to say, yet he was mighty quick to shut you up and get us out the door. When we
Well,
were
he
there
wasn't
before.
shutting me up. He was stopping me from helping if he needed a fight, because he didn't need the fight. Normally, if I don't just fall over with, I get hit with multiple spells and a man tackling me, things go a little bit better in a fight. And my work is I do arcane studies, mostly on mind affecting things. That's why I work in the sanatorium.
Also makes sense.
I figure learning to do enchantment, you could study the already damaged human mind, maybe replicate it with spells.
Interesting theory.
It's not panning out so well.
I can tell.
So you were studying the ghouls' movements, but what was the purpose behind this study?
I have a... He's looking around, he's like... cursory interest in necromancy. And this has piqued my interest because it seems the work of some kind of powerful magic.
Sin magic, maybe.
Doesn't seem sin magic related. I've read of sin spawn before, and they don't seem to fit the bill.
Literally's looking at the map. Is it just like the patterns, or is there?
It
anything
is
that-
the. I can actually send you the map after we get done here, but basically it's
Okay.
it's like the whole area around the Misgivings, which is a fair distance away from here. And then you've got the farms. He's like, there's clearly some ghoul activity that he's been tracking around the Misgivings, but they don't appear to come out of the manor all that much. But there's some activity around the area, but around the manor itself, it's like completely clean. And then out here on the farm, like clearly there's some stuff. And I don't know if you noticed, but some of those other scarecrows that didn't jump down were still people in there.
Wait.
They've been taking some of the ones from the smaller farms. They bite them, infect them with ghoul fever, and put them up on as a scarecrow. That's why they all look like that. They leave them in the fields and let them turn.
Not thinking straight, Learley would immediately go into a panic and look around. Are there any scarecrows nearby? She would be running. From
You guys are in the
scarecrow to
woods.
scarecrow, pulling
You guys
back.
are in the woods.
I'm just
No,
saying.
no, there's
I'm
none.
just saying, but she'd have known. She'd have known where the next closest
The
scarecrow.
next closest
was,
scarecrow
like,
is
when
a
they were
fair bit
coming in.
away. You guys have been tracking into the woods for 45 minutes.
Okay.
It is a fair bit away.
You
We must
said
go back.
bit and then hung up as scarecrows. Become ghouls.
Yeah, they bite
just
them and leave them exposed to the elements.
And you've just been letting them change.
Oh, I didn't. I found that about earlier today. I saw you guys on the road and left you out of there. I got to the farm before you did.
So if you
You
get
let-
bit,
If you get
Okay.
bit, you can become infected. Your body is capable of fighting it off, but you can be infected and become a ghoul yourself. So if any of you were bitten, I suggest getting yourself checked out.
well, check me out, boss.
I'm tied up and cannot do that. You look fine.
Why would we trust you in the first place?
I didn't assume that you to trust anything. I said get checked out. I didn't say I would do it. Yes, the Scarecrow locations are on the map.
You said that you were on the road and saw us, and you didn't warn us of anything going on around this area.
I don't know you. My only interaction with you was you coming into my building and murdering one of my friend's patients.
Yeah, well, that was kind of him.
I don't want to talk to you. If I could have avoided meeting you altogether. I saw you guys burn down the house and decided I don't want to be here anymore and left. I don't even know how you saw me.
Good eyes.
Have you studied anything with the ghouls changing form? You were saying they were bitten and then changed.
That's just how that
works. Did they have
works.
to be alive when they were bitten?
Yes. You can't just bite a corpse. It has to circulate through the system and infect the host.
Learlay kind of relaxes because in her mind, Vi is out there disguised as a scarecrow.
No.
But in her mind, that's
Yes,
what's happening.
that's what she was seeing in her mind. But that's like, no, that's not how it works. You got to be alive to be infected.
Have you heard of any others going missing? Perhaps corpses stolen?
Not from around here, no.
They stole our friend Vi.
Was she bit before she was died? Because that's the only way she gets up as a ghoul.
That's what I had always thought, but I figured perhaps with your expertise maybe you knew more. But she was cleansed by the priest, by Father Xanthus. And she was put to rest, and now her tomb is empty.
So it wasn't her reanimating herself, because she was given her last rites, so her spirit wasn't angry. If they cleared her, then she probably wasn't sick with anything, most likely. I'd say 99% sure that she didn't have any kind of disease that made her get up, so they probably stole her body for some other reason. Research? A ritual? I could list a few things.
She was killed by an ancient entity known as Malfeshnikor.
Ooh, Malfeshnikor, a big angry dog thing, correct?
Yes.
Yes, that's probably reason enough to have somebody snatch a body. Maybe they wanted to look at the wounds.
And I have the key to his prison.
His eyes go wide when you say that, and he kind of like shrinks away from you.
He came by it honestly. It's like not a bad thing. He didn't sell his soul or anything.
I would suggest just burying that or throwing it in the ocean and forgetting where he's at. I heard he was sealed away a long time ago, and nobody knows where he's sealed. So if you know where he's sealed and you came into contact and fought him, seal him back up and pretend you never saw it.
He's sealed up at the moment.
I don't like the way you said that. I would not recommend letting him loose for any reason.
What about to kill him?
I think it's safer just to leave him where he's at. He's been there for somewhere in the neighborhood of 1,500 years. Maybe a little more, maybe a little less. He ain't going anywhere right now. Leave him where he's at.
I point to the map.
This empty area here around the manor. Are there no ghouls there at all, or could you just not get in close enough to tell?
I didn't see any. There's no stories of, like, strange things coming out of the manor. It's always people saying, don't go in, or the ghosts will get you, stuff like that. It's not... Some of these over here, and he's pointing to with his nose, I guess, around the manor are just more hearsay. The ones that are in blue are rumors that I've heard. The ones that are in red are the ones that I've seen myself. And all the ones in red are just around the farms.
Hmm.
Does he seem sincere about everything he's saying?
You guys can give me sense motive. Nobody's decided to do that yet, so.
I'm not a sense motive type person, but I'll try.
Oh, I totally would.
He's fucking hiding something. Something ain't right with this dude.
Oh.
He's shifty. With a nat 20, when he said I have a cursory interest in necromancy, that set off some alarm bells.
I will activate my arcane strike on my sword and just slide it down the side of his neck enough to draw some blood and for the tentacles to wrap around him.
What the hell?
You're
Just
lying
come back
to
up.
us or hiding something. Now you tell us now, and you can possibly walk away with your life. Or not. And I'll leave you hanging on one of those poles out there.
He's looking around. Give me an intimidate, and you can have +2 for that.
Ooh, I want to hop in on this. Be his wingman.
You can assist him, so that's a 24, and you can assist with your
That's what I was
intimidate
gonna
as well.
say as well. So cool, but he does better.
What do you say?
Yeah, what are you intimidating him as? What are you saying?
Oh, I'm gonna say he either tells us or I get the green line.
He
And
doesn't know what.
wanna know what the green line is.
No, on the green line.
Okay, well that's a group
He
effort.
reaches to a dagger and pulls it out and activates the flames on the blade and goes,
Green lights could be good.
All right, I'll let that be a thing. Yeah, we'll go with that. You can. He's smart enough to infer what a green light is in this situation. And it's his imagination running wild. All right, another +2 on top of the other +2 he had, so that's a 26. He's like, I'm a necromancer.
Well, we figured that. Are you the one that's causing all of these ghouls
No!
to create these fiends?
I did not make them. I'm here to study them because I'm interested in it. It's like a plague. It's going everywhere. It's very fast. I wanted to study it so I could do it myself. Maybe.
Oh,
I don't know who's doing it. Or what's doing it. Could be a what. I don't know anything anymore because this man apparently holds the key to Malfeshnikor.
I don't like him.
And I don't like you very much, but
But you're the one tied up, so your opinion doesn't matter.
I will agree with that.
and you desire to unleash this. Does
No,
Dr. Aaron
I
Hayes
just-
know anything about this?
He like looks down. He doesn't ask questions, and I don't bring it up.
This filthy liar is no use to us. I pull my sword out.
I'm not
You
lying.
Red
He
light.
does not
You
know
stop.
I'm
anything
getting answers.
because he doesn't
Okay.
ask. He knows something's up if I had to guess, but he doesn't want to know. I give him money to keep his sanatorium going so he can help people, and he gives me the basement and doesn't pry.
Lile, search this man.
I will search him.
Take everything of value that he owns.
He has.
Okay, so
You're gonna. You
perception?
don't have to roll. You're fine. I'm not
Okay.
gonna roll for that. He can't.
I
He's
patted
not a
him down.
rogue, and he ain't hiding things when he's tied up. He can't hide things in small crevices, or
Fair enough.
he can't shove stuff up his butt and hide it. He has a key ring with 2 keys on it. He has a bag with 11 platinum and 4 gold in it.
Oh.
He has 2 potions and 2 wands on him, and a masterwork dagger.
What?
And he's like, please leave the dagger, it's my spellcasting focus.
You want to recreate this, and you think I'm going to leave you? with
I don't
spellcasting
want to
focus?
actually use it, I want to know how it's done. You can't... You seem... You're
You
a
said
caster,
so
you...
you could possibly do it.
I want to be able to do it, yes. I don't necessarily want to unleash it anywhere, I just want to have it in my repertoire. You can't say that you don't have a cursory interest in this either. I see you're a man of magic yourself.
I am, and it is interesting, but I would never want to recreate something like this.
So if you could find a way to do something with Malfeshnikor, you wouldn't do it, because that's on the same level. Consorting and dealing with demons, even if you're just trapping them and using them for
Find a way to
something,
control Malfeshnikor.
that's just as bad.
I could use him for good.
I could use this for some neutral purpose.
Do good.
I won't stretch.
Doesn't work that way.
I won't strain my credulity and say that I would do it for good, but I could do it for a neutral reason, or just not do it at all.
I don't trust you. You've already lied to us once and held information back from us. Did not approach us on the road and let us know what was going on.
I was
Despite
honest.
the fact that you did not want to.
I was honestly honest, did not want to talk to you because my only experience was you murdering someone. I was honest about that.
What kind of
I have a
potions are these?
suggestion.
What?
What kind of potions are these?
It's like sipping.
Oh, we're taking them all.
I,
Everything that he's got, we're shoving in a bag right now.
I'd like to
Yeah,
drink
we'll
one
check
'cause
them
I'm
out
hurt.
later.
As for your spellcasting focus, I grab his robes and I begin to just cut his robes off until he's completely disrobed. And then I throw his spellcasting focus as far as my strong self can throw it into the woods. I'm gonna say, you can keep it if you can find it.
I have a suggestion. Well, that's good. First off, Walnir, you appear injured. Are you alright?
Hurting a little bit.
Very well.
Lily concentrates a minute and kind of hums under her breath and puts her hands on Walnir, and you will heal.
Oh, I don't like
Yeah.
that.
You gotta make a saving throw, Walner.
Remember,
Okay.
let it in. I know you don't like magic, but this will help to keep you going.
He has no choice. He has to make the save.
What is
I
it, a
know,
will
but
save?
Yeah.
she's still
I know. He has no
Yeah.
choice.
Oh,
And the higher the level he gets, the easier it's going to be for him to resist it. You may want to stop that from now on out.
6 HP.
I healed 6.
Yep. I think you made the save.
You're going to end up wasting so much of your power on this.
Well, thank you for
But he's
sparing
in
me.
danger. Well, as for you, we're not done yet. Our horses and cart are back at the farm. This guy's here. We've got him restrained. 2 can stay here, 2 go back and get the cart. We go back to town, prepare ourselves for the mansion. It's dark, it's late, we know the gist
You
of the
can just
scarecrows.
let me go. I'm not I'm not
You're
involved
not
here.
going anywhere.
Then why did you make me naked? I thought you let me go in the woods, and if I make it back, that's my punishment for watching undead things run around.
he did give us his mount. That is. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, give us this
What
mount.
crime am I actually guilty of other than not helping? Which all those other villagers could also be guilty of.
To be quite honest, I don't believe your pure intentions.
I'm
You are
not
going to
pure.
the sheriff.
What will he arrest me for?
You're a necromancer in the first place, and I really dislike that. Granted, I
Same.
dabble in some necromancy, but it is nothing along the lines of raising the undead and controlling them for my whims.
Do you see any undead around here that I'm controlling?
Maybe that's why they're not around here. You've got them doing something else. But yeah,
Or maybe the ones
let
that
you.
we've slain were the ones that you were controlling, and we've broken your bond. We don't trust you. You're going back to the authorities, and it can sort from there.
Fine, he won't. There's no crime he can commit me of because you have nothing that I've done.
We have a bit of power. If nothing else, we can hold you for a while.
Fine. I just wish you wouldn't have made me naked for no reason.
There was a reason.
At that, he kind of like looks at you like, oh no. What is this bugbear going to do to me?
That's just part of my intimidation
I know.
And
I,
then
So
tentacle sword.
So
Sprout the
shall we
tentacle.
split up 2 and 2? Or shall we take him with us to get the cart, and then back to town?
Pick him up.
Make him walk! He's just tied.
Look at him
Don't.
on here.
It's late at night, isn't it? What time is it now?
pretty damn late. It's probably actually, it's just after sunset. And then you guys fought, and then you ran again. It's probably like 9, 10 o'clock.
It took us 3 hours to get here.
Yep. You can make it back
But we
by
gotta
one.
go get our wagon.
We'll make
It's
it
by
back.
the farmhouse. We left it there.
You can go check for the other scarecrows too, Lurley.
Oh yes.
Along the way, I would check the scarecrows going back, because what she's imagining is going back, getting the wagon. We can set up
I got
camp
you.
wherever.
There is one on your way, and you do lift the thing up, and it is a person who is still alive. Like,
She's alive. Or he's alive.
it's
They're
a
alive.
it's a she.
But she's clearly still alive.
Oh
not
yeah, still
converted,
clear
that kind of thing.
alive. Her eyes are like glazed over, and she does not acknowledge you being there at all.
She's infected. Kill her. Put her out
Cut
of
the
business.
head off the
But
snake.
But I thought they said they could fix it. As long as they
We-
weren't dead.
Do you think
I
we
could
can
heal her.
fix it?
We could carry her back as well. It could be possible answers as to what's going on.
Or if we can't fix it, we're taking a ghoul back to the town with a bunch of people, and it could potentially infect
We have more
everyone.
rope! Tie it up! Keep watch on it. I try to heal her, keep her alive, and we get her back to town with this guy. Hell,
Fine.
he might know something to counter it. He says he
Fine.
wants to help, to save.
Hey, you know anything?
She's like,
Also on that naked.
oh,
Naked wizard.
I told you that they were people. What do you want?
Will she live? If we get her back.
He looks, and he's like, if you get a remove disease spell cast, maybe. If you can make it back fast enough.
Were either of those potions remove disease?
No, one of them was a cure potion. The other could turn you into gas.
Which one's the cure potion?
It won't work. It doesn't work like that. It attacks your
She's
organs.
alive. I can pour it in her throat.
That doesn't work.
You said
It doesn't heal the same thing. It heals surface injuries, internal bleeding. That is a disease. It doesn't work like that.
Go get the cart. We'll wait here.
Bugbear,
up.
explain that it doesn't work like that. You're a magic man, you know.
She's hard to speak to sometimes.
See, I'm not lying. That was a condescending answer, but it was still agreeing with me.
Lily just is determined, and she's trying to figure out a way to get this woman down off of this
Just
scarecrow post.
untie her. She's tied up to it. She's not crucified or anything.
I don't want her to fall.
Right.
Walner, help the woman down.
I don't want to touch the nasty beast, but okay.
She's not a nasty beast. She's still alive.
I'll untie her.
She's just like you if that bite gets infected.
It's worth the risk. Vi showed us that. Save another.
And she's set. She's got to save this woman.
All right.
Who all was bitten tonight?
I was
Well,
clawed.
Yeah, I was clawed.
Yeah.
Green.
I don't know.
Claws
if I was
work
bitten
too.
or clawed. I thought I was clawed.
Claws.
Claws infect too?
Claws
I thought he
do.
said that was bitten.
Just getting infected in general can do it. Anything.
Oh,
Any wound
yeah,
by
then
them can
all of
fuck
this.
you up.
So we need
Then I
to
think
get
the only
back
one
to
that
town
didn't
immediately.
take damage. Yeah.
Anybody that had to make a fort save. So everybody.
Everybody.
Belir was bit too. He wasn't. Yep, you were bit. I'm pretty sure. Either way,
No way.
Balir, go get the cart. We'll load
You're
this
right.
up and we will haul ass.
Yeah. Go get the cart.
all right. All right, Stewie the Mad. Somebody's got a boon.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Somebody's got a floating boon, so it'll end up being next session because we're going to be wrapping up here. You get the cart, you get back. And there's no other things. The house is burning to the ground. It's almost ashes at this point. It's been a fair bit.
Pretty good.
All right, cart comes back up. Throw the woman in there, soon to be body.
And we ride
Is
hard
she
to
aware
town.
at all?
No,
Sorry.
she
No.
is just looking around, just dazed, barely even alive at this point.
We do have her
It's just-
tied up.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. Is as she's there in the cart, I'd make sure that she was tied because we had never said. So that's cool. So, yay. So we got Dude Man tied, her tied, Valier's driving us. I presume Walner, you're what? Like keeping watch, checking the tree lines.
He's a human with no dark vision, but yes, he's keeping watch.
I can
Oh,
see
that's
scarecrows in the
right.
dark though. I rolled a nat 20 last.
Alright.
What are these
Fair
keys
enough.
for as we're going back towards town?
Who are you asking that to?
The guy that we got the keys off of.
You got the key off of the guy with the long arms that you murdered, the dead guy. The
ghoul.
The
oh,
guy
the
that
other,
you
the
tackled
key
had
ring,
a
the key ring.
Oh, there's
Is-
2 keys.
Oh, that opens at the basement in the sanatorium.
What's in the basement of the sanatorium?
My lab.
Oh, so you don't mind if we go investigate your lab to make sure that you are telling the truth before your innocence is truly proclaimed?
Well, I'd be careful, but you can go look around if you want.
Be careful of
Things, test subjects.
test subjects.
They weren't living people,
We're gonna find ghouls in
Wait
there.
a minute.
not ghouls. No,
Maybe this asshole's who took Vi.
I did not take anybody from. I'm not going to go all the way to Sandpoint for a corpse.
It's a good corpse.
Well,
That's strange, even for me.
she was a drow. I mean, if that makes a difference.
Not really. I'm not going to go all the way to Sandpoint for a corpse. There's some. Okay. Wolves, dogs, take the bones, stack them up a certain way, animate them, make some weird stuff, okay? They're just as easy to control as normal skeletons, but they can be a lot lankier, a little bit more lithe, a little faster. That's what you might have to deal with.
Or you just let them run around. free.
No, they're chained up, so just listen at the door before you open up any doors inside the basement. The second key opens up the ones where they're locked in.
It's good to know. So when we get back, we'll deliver him to the sheriff. We'll let him in on this entire story and all of the information that he has given us. We'll get the sheriff to allow his men to escort us to the sanatorium so Dr. Habe will not kick us back out. We will go investigate this area and see for sure if Vi's corpse is down there or not. And if any of your creations have been unleashed at any point, we'll take care of that for you. Don't worry.
Please don't break them.
Oh, we'll break them.
I put a lot of work into making those.
Yeah, you're going to put a lot more work into making more, apparently, if you continue down the path that you're on.
He's like puts his head back on the wagon. Thunk, 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 thunk.
Very uncomfortable, isn't it?
Extremely.
So yeah, the whole time I'm like, God damn this fucking wagon.
It's some stabilizers. All right. Well, you're gonna make it back to town, and that's where we're gonna end off. As you guys are pulling into the town, so it's gonna be it.
Yay! We made it back. I was not expecting that stuff. That was pretty cool. I dug it.
I hope it was somewhat creepier. It would have been a lot better if you guys did not insta-give them in one hit. But
Yeah.
it would have been a bit more terrifying, but I feel like the long arm man
can-
made up for it.
I can honestly say Learley was terrified. Upstairs in that window and 2 of them coming in.
Long
They're
arm man.
coming out through the floors, and then Walner just kind of did away with that.
What were you gonna say, Arkrag?
As the long arm man was about to catch a flaming sphere to his back if I hadn't have been paralyzed. That's what I was gonna do. I was gonna create it right behind him and have it just like bom bom bom, just start like, bopping him from behind.
Yeah.
And move out of range.
That's why ghouls are scary. If you guys had unlucky on those fortitude saves, it's like, reach out, and then it's over real quick. That's why they're scary.
The long
Yeah,
arms
we
is
need
what
to-
made it scary.
Yeah. I was like, he lean around and say, skin something, I'll get you. He's
Yeah,
right in
I
your
have a retreat
face.
now. I like want to know, like, out of game, if that is something that you made up or if there's actually a reference to a skin saw man. Because
There-
that sounds like a you.
That is, it's in the book. It's a thing. It's actually part of the thing. But the way I'm using it is a me thing. The name is not mine, but
Fair
the way
enough.
it's being used is a me thing.
Gotcha.
Skin Soul Man gonna get you.
I love it. I love it. And I love how Walner's like, he's so nonchalant and does nothing, and then he's just like, done. He's just like,
Stabbing through the floor was really great.
that was
Shattering.
brilliant. That was great. I enjoyed that. That was
Well, I hope everybody enjoyed it. I think I'm going to be hopping off of here a little bit earlier than I did last night. We're not going to be doing a long post-game thing here.
yeah. It's late and the week's been long.
Oh yes, and it's only not even. It's only half over, so
I know.
It's not.
not for you. Well,
The grind is real.
everybody who is watching, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. I want to say in the next 1 to 2 sessions, the identity of who's been running everything is going to be revealed.
Oh snap!
So it was Belier the whole time.
It better not have been.
And hopefully the mystery of Vi's corpse will also be solved pretty soon. Not sure how long that one's going to take, but we'll see. Yeah. Hope everybody enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and nighty night. Bye.
Bye, y'all.